Minot seek transformation, ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealership.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Francisco's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Touch the puck. Here comes Freak. He fires. Same play. Conklin with the slam on his head.
Well, for the second straight week, the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs have made their way out to the capital city, and this time their opponent, the Century Patriots, on a nice Friday evening here from the MD Resources Community Bowl. Hi, good evening, football fans. Scott Woodmansee alongside Chuck Clairmont as we get set for another AAA football game of the week here in the capital city. West Fargo Cheyenne, number 3 in the state of North Dakota. Century receiving some votes. Cheyenne 3-1, Bismarck Century 2-1. Century last week, they dropped one to Bismarck High by a score of 28-7. Bismarck High, you're new, number 1. We'll take a look inside those later. And Chuck, once again, West Fargo Cheyenne back out here. This time, the opponent is different, the Century Patriots. And I think we talked about last week that we were going to see the test for Bismarck High last week. And I think this might be the test for Century this week, although they did get defeated right away to a pretty good Fargo Davies football team.
Yeah, really good Fargo Davies football team who's sitting at number 2 in the state. So it's a team that they know that they're, I mean, they I don't know if they were competitive in that game necessarily. They lost 35-14, but ultimately they've played a good team in Fargo-Davies. They got a lot of injuries this week, which we'll hit as we kind of get through this pregame. But ultimately, this is a West Fargo-Cheyenne team that played very well against Bismarck last week, and a couple big plays late in the game. That big interception returned for a touchdown when the Mustangs were driving. That was really one of the turning points of the game. So that easily could have been a Cheyenne victory over the Demons. So I'll be curious to see what adjustments Coach Newton makes on the Cheyenne team, but they are a team that I got a feeling we're going to see late in the season. I know their quarterback, Caden Olson, he's the real deal, and between Schlichting and Herman, they got two good, solid running backs, and they really controlled, I think, the line of scrimmage in different parts of that game against the Demons.
Well, and the guy that you talked about is Herman. He was the guy. He was kind of the workhorse for them late in the football game, so certainly a team that's got some explosivity, and they like to throw it around, but we'll see. Curious on as you said, the adjustments that are made as you're listening to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely service that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Stay in your car drive-through. Oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Reminder also tonight on the PSP Network, Nick Hallberg down in West Fargo as the Magi are down to take on the Packers, and also we have a Class B game of the week. I believe it's Napoleon Gackle Streeter taking on Kidder County out in Steele. Todd Domerty's out there on that one. So we'll have all the coverage right here for you tonight on the PSP Network. Our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. We come back, we'll take a look at the current standings of the statewide poll. You're listening to AAA football right here on the PSP Network.
Top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
Well, welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl. There you see a live look as folks starting to file in for this one. The Century Band's got it fired up across the way, and we look forward to a good one here on the PSP Network as Cheyenne in town once again to take on the Century Patriots. And Chuck, we touched a little bit on that most current AAA poll, and there you see it right there as Bismarck High with that win last week. They vaulted to number one. Davies at 2. Davies, they're across the Big Muddy as they got a big one over there tonight as they take on the Mandan Braves. That'll be an exciting one. West Fargo Cheyenne at 3, Mandan at 4, and Minot High at 5. So based on, Chuck, how this season has played out right now, that's probably the top 5 teams, maybe not necessarily – it's going to jumble as we move forward, but those are probably the 5 teams right now.
Yeah, I would completely agree. Obviously, that's how we voted, and everybody else voted the same way. And ultimately, looking at that with Mandan and Davies, you mentioned a huge matchup. I mean, Davies is going to punch you in the mouth play after play after play, and Mandan's going to run away from you. And so, going to be curious to
talk about Jekyll and Hyde type of football game, huh?
Tale of 2 different types of team. One wants to throw it around, and one's just going to smash mouth football right at you. So. Whether that's going to be a long game or a short game, it's hard to tell, but that's surely going to be an interesting one. We'll keep an eye on that one and give you updates on that. And then that Minot West Fargo, hey, it's never easy to travel all the way across North Dakota in a bus and then get out and have to play a football game. So West Fargo gave Century all they could handle last week in a game that Century won, 22-14, I think was the final.
Yeah, and you talk about the travel schedule. Cheyenne's probably sick in 94 as they've been out here twice. They've been up to Minot to take on Minot. So they're looking forward to get back into their home field as we look at the 2A side. There you have it, Red River at top. West Fargo Horse, they're in town at number 2. Boy, I don't know if a lot of people saw that one coming with Horace, but a good football team there. Devils Lake at 3 over a big win over Jamestown last week. Jamestown at 4, Dickinson at 5, and St. Mary's and Minot North receiving votes, and West Fargo Horse in town to take on the St. Mary's Saints as well.
And you got an early game. Well, Minot North, it's first year playing varsity football. How are they going to be? Well, they're all over Grand Forks Central 20-0 early in the first quarter. And so it's a Minot team. Hey, people have been talking for a long time about splitting Minot up in terms of their size. And, sooner than later, Minot North is going to be a good football team. There's a lot of good kids up there in Minot. And I think the beauty of that is it's going to give a lot of extra kids a chance, both in the boys and girls sports, to get involved and play sports. I mean, remember when Bismarck Legacy stepped into it? There's so many people concerned about what's going to happen to the quality of, at Bismarck High and wherever else. And well, you know what? There's just a lot more kids got opportunities, and we'll see how good Legacy's been and Bismarck High's been. And so it's nice to see those schools make the decisions to kind of open up another one.
Yeah, and Legacy with the bye week this week as each team gets, and this will be the last contest before we get into the conference matchups. But looking forward for a good one here as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. When we come back, we'll take a look inside the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the Century Patriots. Back with more from the MD Resources Community Bowl right here on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee with you live from the MD Resource Community Bowl. Another beautiful Friday night here in the capital city. And believe it or not, Chuck, the wind is not blowing tonight, but it blew all day today. It's going to blow all day tomorrow.
Well, it's because it doesn't start with a W on a Wednesday. Every time this summer you hit Golf Wednesday, it's 45-mile-an-hour winds sustained. So it's beautiful tonight. It's a little warmish. I don't know about the two big fellas. Well, we got three big fellas if we throw John in.
Yeah.
That fan honest, we won't want to throw that baby on.
And let's just say it's a good thing there's a little bit of room up here because she'd get a little thick up here after a bit. But nonetheless, Chuck.
Can we do a shout-out for an insect as a sponsor to get all these flies out of here? If anybody has like a master fly swatter they want to drop off for us, we'd appreciate it. We might get you a cold beverage later tonight.
Yeah, as we look, Chuck, at these two football teams, and boy, it's been West Fargo has had the Patriots number. They won the last West Fargo Cheyenne's won 3 straight. Last CHS win, what was that? Was that the state championship game back in 2020?
Absolutely.
Where they rolled over the Mustangs 34-0. But this West Fargo team, Chuck, we got a chance to put our eyes on them last week for the first time, and they're explosive. I mean, they've got some kids that can run. They've got some kids that can catch, and they've got a nice quarterback in Olsen who can distribute the football around the football field.
Well, they're putting up 380-plus yards of offense a game. That's 130 rushing, 250 passing, so they can absolutely distribute it. They showed against Mandan that they can come back when they're down. They showed against Bismarck they can run the football when they need to in that second half. They did a very good job of that. But the issue with Cheyenne, and probably the key we're going to get to at some point here, is their defense. Their defense is giving up equal number, 340 yards of off defense that they're giving up, 186 in the ground and 150 plus in the air. And so that's been the problem. And it's a Cheyenne team that has kind of hung their hat on their defense in years past. And this year it's a defense not playing particularly well. So that's probably going to be the key to this group of guys, and they're led by one of the best defensive players in the state of North Dakota, in Cade Petschak, who's first-team All-State, going on to play at Nebraska, a number of offers. And so somehow they got to get this figured out defensively, and maybe tonight's the game that they're going to see if they can't stop a Century team that, hey, they're running the football 200 yards a game. So that's going to be Century's modus operandi, is give the football to their big running back in Jarris Burkhardt and see how he can run.
Well, yeah, and and you talked about Chuck last week. It was that one big play. Bismarck comes down, they go down, they score, and West Fargo was on the move, and they've got it inside Bismarck High territory. And then it was that 73-yard interception return that really turned the tide, because they were going in, to make that a tie football game, and then go ahead, and then just like that, Bismarck High struck with that interception, and then after that, Bismarck High just ran them out.
Yeah, then keep in mind they had another interception in the end zone by Weston Scott. So you talk about defensively and then turnovers. The offense really gave up two huge turnovers where they were driving in both situations where they could have had a couple touchdowns. Instead, Bismarck goes the other way in both of them. One, they get the pick six, and two, they score on the possession after that interception. So turnovers, defense turnovers, but that seems to be a stuck record every game we do. That you could put that in a key to the game and pretty much get on. Pretty good chance you're going to get that right.
Yeah, and speaking of Bismarck High, we might as well touch on the developing news that took place this week with Jack Schaefer. Their star offensive lineman was going to Iowa State, and now he flipped, and now he's going to the University of Washington. But more importantly, they're going to lose him for the rest of the football season.
Yeah, the bigger thing is he's out for the season with that torn labrum in his hip, and so he will not be playing the rest of the season, and kind of had some kind of communication with Mark Gibson back and forth. And, Coach is pretty – he's pretty disappointed, or feels sad for Jack in this his big year. Thankfully, hey, you're going to University of Washington. You've done something right. Heard he got some NIL money to move, and so good for him. And he'll be cheering his guys on. And I don't think he played particularly well last week against West Fargo Cheyenne, and because he had such an issue with that hip. And he didn't play defense. And if you're the coaches of Bismarck High, you're saying, hey, we played pretty good without him. And we had some guys that stepped up on the defensive side.
Yep.
And, and I don't know if he played every snap on the offensive side. I would probably suspect he did not. And so Bismarck High, they got all their other linemen back from last year. I know Easton Egeberg, he was out with the injury. He'll be back at some point in time this year, and he started a number of games last year. So, you can't feel too sorry for him, and the good news is Schaefer, it didn't affect his career. He's going to be back and going to have a great career in college at the University of Washington.
No question about it. As our Valvoline and Oil Change pregame show rolls on, we come back. We'll take a look inside the Century Patriots as you're listening to the AAA Game of the Week right here on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We know you're busy when you visit our service center. We don't waste our time or yours. Our technicians can typically perform a full oil change service in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Chuck, take a look at the Century Patriots, and ironically enough, Chuck, this was the Century West Fargo Cheyenne was the team after the Century had won 29 straight games, and West Fargo Cheyenne was the one that stopped that streak back in 21. But this is a team that returns some kids and led by, I would have to probably say, Ole Taylor. Joey Kralik played some good minutes last year. And then also we talked to the Schweigert kid, and you'll touch a little bit more on him for tonight's contest as well.
Well, Ole Taylor's their leader. You talk to anybody, he's definitely one of those guys, all-state linebacker, defensive end, plays on the ground with two hands on the ground. Sometimes he plays stand-up as a linebacker. So he's a very good they call him quick guard. So he'll move around and play on the strong side and pull and do different things just because of his athletic ability. Unfortunately for them, Ian Schweigert, you mentioned, he's he had a great season so far early on, a sophomore. You remember that name very well. His big brother Lucas I think he was the player of the year when he was a senior, went on to UND. Unfortunately, he had some injuries, so I think his football career is over for UND. But ultimately, Ian Schweigert, he's just out of, I don't know if it's just this game, he got hurt at the end of the West Fargo game, and it finished on that game on the sideline, so he'll be out. So some guys, and Xander Klein on the offensive side and Landon Burke, two seniors, they're going to have to step up. But if we just take a look at the Century team as a whole, hey, it's the first time last year, Scott, that they did not make the playoffs since 2006, and we're talking about a team that they may be the most dominant program in the state of North Dakota over the last 15 years. They've been in 4 of the last 9 state championships. Won 4 of the last 9 state championships. Semifinals, it was crazy how many semifinals in a row. I got it somewhere on here. Let's see, where is it at? 15 of 18 semifinals that this team had played in over the last 18 years. So, we're talking about a very dominant program. So to all of a sudden not make the football playoffs last year, that was something that nobody in Century expected it. Surely they're not going to be happy with it, and this is going to be one of those years that, is this going to be a redemption year for them? Are they going to be able to come back? They got the horses to be able to get themselves back in the playoffs?
And that was a team, Chuck, that in 2022 at 5-7, they make their way to the state title game and lose to Fargo Shanley.
Yeah, would they start out like 1-6 or something crazy, right?
Something stupid,
and then won 4 in a row and getting at the end, squeaked in got in the playoffs and then lost to Shanley in the championship game. So you never know what can happen. I'm just really curious to see this Noah Herr kid, quarterback. I talked to some people. They said he acts like he's just very mature in the pocket. He's thrown a couple touchdowns this year already. He rushes the football when he needs to. He's one of those leaders on that offensive side. And then Jarris Burkhart, the senior, I watched some film on this kid. I thought, okay, I know he was a wrestler, and I was thinking straight ahead wrestler, just you get in his way, he's going to run over, he's going to put his helmet in your chest and run right over you. But, hey, this kid's got some swivel. He can get in and out of breaks and got some speed at 5'10", 195. So there's a reason that he's got over 430 yards and 5 touchdowns in 3 football games. So I'm really curious to see how he's going to play. He will definitely be one of the focuses of the Century offense today.
Well, as both teams make their way back out onto the field, we'll take another timeout on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We come back, we'll take a look at our keys to the game. Century Cheyenne next, right here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Charlie, what do you think?
Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Well, welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as the Patriots have made their way back out on the field as we get you set. And before we do that, our national anthem and our starting lineups. Chuck, let's take a look at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys of the game tonight. And we'll start with the visitors. And, well, the one thing we talked about off air was the turnovers, and ultimately that's what probably potentially cost them a win last week against Bismarck High.
Yeah, we mentioned the defense. We mentioned turnovers. You take those away, they win that game last week. And to me, if they play the same type of game in terms of running the football as hard as they did and have Olsen kind of step up and play like the senior quarterback he is, and, I got a feeling that they're probably a little bit favored in this game.
And then on the other side, Chuck, Century High School, we talked tackling, and you brought up a great point last week as we saw Bismarck High that was one thing that they did very, very well is they tackled the football very well, and they got to the football, and that's what you need to do against a team like this that can be explosive at times.
Yeah, and then usually that's one of Century's strengths in previous years is they've been so good defensively. They've had a lot of great linebackers that have been able to fly around, and this year they got Gil Sheldon, Ole Taylor, and Bryce Lasher. Those three guys are going to be big-time keys in terms of making great one-to-one tackles, and same with the guys in the backfield because West Fargo's Cheyenne's going to get some guys out in the perimeter. They're going to get some guys open. It's going to take that one-on-one tackling in order to get a victory here today.
And those are our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for Aerosfield, there's no other choice to suit your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Well, as we try to do each and every week on the PSP Network, we will bring you the national anthem in honor of all of our servicemen and women and first responders. Allow us to bring you this game as the Century High School Band and our national anthem. Well, a great job there by the Century High School Band and our national anthem as we're about ready for football as West Fargo Cheyenne won the toss and they deferred. So defensively, West Fargo Cheyenne will go like this. At nose tackle will be Brennan Gable. He's 6'2", 220 and a junior. At the tackle will be Xander Mowry, 6'3", 230 and a junior. At one end will be Cade Petchak, 6'5", 250 and a senior. And the other end will be Cooper Bryant, 6'3", 195 and a senior. At one linebacker will be Braden Olson, 5'11", 195 and a senior. At the other linebacker, Zach Benzie, 5'11", 190 and a senior. And Tommy Levine, 5'8", 190 and a senior at the other outside linebacker. Oh, that's...
What is that?
One cornerback will be Isaiah Lincoln, 6', 195 and a senior. The other cornerback will be Jamison Allen, 5'9", 175 and a senior. At strong safety, Landon Zink, 5'80 and a sophomore. And the free safety, Sullivan Ivory, 5'10", 180 and a senior. Their head coach is Jeremy Newton in his 11th season.
Somebody take the horns away from the little kid. That's pretty awesome, though.
It's a car horn.
It's pretty neat. Sorry.
For the Patriots, they'll go like this. Up front at center will be Cashton Klein, 6'3", 245 and a junior. The right guard will be Brody Gerhardt, 6', 225 and a senior. And the left guard will be Ole Taylor, 6', 215 and a senior. At right side tackle will be Peyton Seil. He's 6'5", 280 and a sophomore. And the left tackle will be Xander Klein, 6'2", 215 and a senior. The tight end, Joey Kralik, 6'3", 230 and a junior. And the split end will be Coulter Simon, 6'4", 195 and a senior. The flanker will be Xavier Harlestead. He's 6'3", 185 and a junior. At the fullback will be Silas Jackson, 5'10", 205 and a senior. And the tailback will be Jarris Burkhardt, 5'10", 195 and a senior. And the quarterback will be Noah Herr, 6 foot 175 and a junior. The head coach in his 35th year is Ron Wingenbach. And there you have the starting lineup, Century and West Fargo Cheyenne. You'll have it next right here after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show as the starting lineups continue. On the field. For the Century Patriots, they're in their navy uniforms with white numbers. The Mustangs in their road whites with royal pants. What a great night, as we'll keep you up to date on all the other action tonight going on across the state. As we mentioned, Bismarck High down in Fargo to take on Shanley. Davies in town across the Big Muddy to take on Mandan. Minot in West Fargo. You can find that on the PSP Network. And Fargo North up in Williston. And also another game in town here. Horace is in town to take on the St. Mary Saints. And again, we'll update you all that. Chuck, any last minute thoughts on this one?
I was just going to kind of finish with these injuries that from Century. Talked to Coach Wingenbach before the game, and he said 5 kids out. We mentioned Schweigert. Braxton Dahl's out. He's a guy that's got some good minutes last year. He's out this week. Landry Wesson, the good news is he is back. He's going to get some playing time. He was their second leading tackler a year ago, so we'll see how he's going to feel back when he's back in the field. And then one other guy out for the season is Noah Bars. He's apparently having surgery coming up here, so it's too bad for him. I know he played a little bit last year, but he's done for the season.
I want to thank Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot, Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. And we are ready for football as Alex Peterson will get set to tee it up at his 40. Going back to receive will be Coulter Simon. Nope, that's not Coulter Simon. That's going to be 2 different guys. That will be Wyatt Nelson. And it looks like Marshall Arndt are the 2 deep backs.
Remember that name, Marshall or Arndt? Peyton Arndt, his brother, is playing at MSU Moorhead right now. He was a All-State kid for Century a couple years back.
Yeah, boy, didn't they get a big win last? I think it was last
week,
or the week before, up in Duluth, I think it was. And here we go. The boot meets the ball, and we're underway, and Arndt runs up to it at the 15. He's going to take it to the 20, 25, cuts to the sideline, up the far sideline, across the 35, and rolls out near the 40-yard line. Braden Olson in there to make the stop for the Mustangs. So pretty good field position for Century to start here. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
What do you think of the NFL kicking their new kickoff program?
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's really funky to watch. It just looks absolutely grotesque when you watch. You try not to watch those.
I'm glad they don't do that in high school yet.
Well, here come the Patriots as they're going to go out of the shotgun as Noah Herr, the 6-foot junior quarterback, hands off. Burkhardt going right, cuts back inside, and he's going to be met there for little or no gain. Petschak diving in from his defensive end spot to make the stop. And it looks like they're going to give him 1, so to bring up a 2nd down and 9 now for Century.
Yeah, went off tackle on the strong side. Peyton Seil, it's going to be a big matchup, that 6'5", 280-pound sophomore. Hey, welcome to playing a guy who's going to see, big-time football. What's Nebraska rated right now? And they're top 5, aren't they?
I think they're coming back. I think they're on the mend now.
I think so, yeah, with their new coach and as a good tackle by Petschak.
Flynn Gullix brings in the play. Here's her on second down, and they say no gain as now they motion. They fake it. Her rolls out, throws it underneath, and it was going to be deflected as they tried to throw it out into the flat to Burkhardt, and it's overthrown, but it was deflected. Tommy Levine there on the coverage for the Mustangs. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
It might have been Petschak, too, that got the tip. It was either Cooper Bryant or Cade Petschak. They tried to get it out in the flat. Hey, it's probably okay that he didn't get out there because I got a feeling that Tommy Levine, he had that one in his sights in terms of a potential 40 yards the other way.
Yep. Well, here comes the Patriots on 3rd down and 10 now from their own 39-yard line. Her works out of the shotgun. Her rolling to his left. Sets, looks, fires underneath. He's got a man caught on the sideline on the reception. Coulter Simon, he's got enough for the first down and more as he's into Mustang territory. And on the coverage there was Jamison Allen. See, look at that wrong number. Boy, I'll tell you what, how did I do on those boards this week, huh? Pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, we still got the right guy, right?
we do. Jamison Allen just had the wrong number, so big play there. Nice pitch and catch from her to Coulter Simon, and the Patriots got a first down. They have a 1st and 10 from the Mustang 48-yard line.
13-yard pickup on that rollout pass.
Her again sends twins right, single receiver to the short side. Now they motion right to left. They fake it. He's rolling out, sets, fires over the top and into coverage and be picked off. He threw it into double coverage. Sullivan Irie there to pick it off, and the first turnover goes to the Mustang defense as not a good choice there by Noah Herr, the quarterback.
Yeah, he rolled out to his, they faked the jet sweep coming to the left, and he looked back to the right side, and it was double coverage, Scott, the entire way through right at Sullivan Irie. Irie had a big game against Mandan as he had a couple interceptions against Mandan in that win, including the game winner in the end zone. So Irie, he is first big defensive play of the game.
Well, here comes the Mustang offense led by their quarterback, Caden Olson. He's going to work out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his right, single receiver to the wide side of the field. Olson barks out the signal. They hand off straight up the middle. Oh, not going anywhere is Kyle Schlichting. He's going to be stood up there. And that appeared to be Ole Taylor on the stop, and that'll be, they're going to give him a gain up to the 45. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Food Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
Yeah, oddly enough, Scott, Schlichting didn't even get a carry the second half. Tate Herman got all the carries in the second half against the Demons.
2nd down and 9 after the gain of 1 now, and this time they hand off. Schlichting again straight up the middle. And Landry Wesson's going to get the stop after a gain of a couple there. Up across the 45 up to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Wesson didn't get to start, but second play of the game, he's already in there, and you're already calling his number. 33, you'll hear that name a lot. Keep an eye on that one. He is a good one.
Good job.
That's the fly that's been bugging the heck out. We might have some, not only do we need a bug zapper, we need a clean window cleaner.
3rd and 7 now. Here's Olson out of the shotgun. Olson back to pass, looks left, quick pass, and it's be caught. Cooper Bryant eludes one tackle, spins off another one, and he's out across the 45 of Century, and he's got enough for a first down. Nice play there by Cooper Bryant. Gil Sheldon makes the stop there.
Well, that was yards after the catch, Scott, because he caught that at the 49-yard line, and he got 7 yards on his own. A little dipsy-do spinneroo was the one that got him away from one of the Century defenders, and then just stuck his head down to get that line to gain.
There you see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. We'll try to get better on those. Got a little tip from the boss man today.
Oh, you did? Love it.
We'll see what we can do to Chuck. And now they got the wing back in there on that side. That's Cooper Bryant. They give it off to Schlichting over that left side, and Schlichting's going to be pushed back for a loss, back to the, they're going to say no gain, and Ole Taylor there making the stop for Century, so to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Schlichting hasn't had a lot of room so far, but, that's, they just, one thing they did really good last week, too, is that play-action pass. They got the ball to their tight end a number of times, and Bryant, or as he was playing maybe slot back right in the middle of the field. We'll see if with those 2 deep zones on Century defense, if they'll do the same thing this week.
2nd out of 10 now, Olsen. Oh, the little shovel pass, and the ball's loose. What are they going to say? No, they're going to say it's incomplete as it was a shovel pass, and right there to fall on it was Bryce Lasher.
It's a little forward lateral shovel pass.
Cooper
got tipped down.
I think that was Cooper Bryant, the intended receiver on that one. BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. 7:22 just to go here in this opening quarter of play from the NB Resource Community Bowl. 3rd down and 10 now for the Mustangs. Olsen out of the shotgun. Olsen, they hand off, coming right, and that's Schlichting, and breaks 1 tackle, but he's going to be stood up. And that's going to be maybe a gain of 1. So to bring up 4th down and 9, Lasher and Weisenberger in on the stop for Century.
Okay.
So now looks like Jeremy Newton's going to elect to go for it here. So Century now faced with their defense faced with a big play here.
I was wrong. 33 is Jalen Tarp, Scott.
Okay.
It's Landry Wesson is 35.
Okay. So here we go. Now they've got trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right side. Olsen, pass situation, back to pass, looks left. He's flushed, he's on the move. He eyes the sticks at the foot race, and I think he got there. And he got enough for the 1st down, and Landry Wesson there to run him out of bounds. So Olsen doing it with his feet, and the Mustangs continue the drive as they have it 1st down and 10 from the Century 33-yard line.
All the activity was to the left. They had 3 receivers in that left flat or in the wide side of the field, and the quarterback looked that way, and everybody kind of flowed, and he looked back to his right and went, hey, I got an opening, and used the wheels, the speed of the quarterback, Caden Olsen, and pick up that 1st down.
Well, we didn't see this formation last week, I can tell you that. Now they hand off, and that is Herman, as he was the dive back there. Nope, that was Schlichting, I guess.
The first guy through, Simon and Gil Sheldon were there in the tackle. Every week, as a coach, you put, a little bit different wrinkle in, something that maybe you haven't seen since there's so many opportunities to watch the games on film nowadays that you got to keep adding new wrinkles to get yourself an opportunity to win these football games.
So gain of 3 there. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as Olsen sends 2 receivers left. That's Maddox to the right. They hand off. Schlichting goes right, cuts back inside. Schlichting on the move, and he's across the 25 near the 1st down. It appears he's got it, and as they signal now, Coulter Simon there to make the stop. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. Specialized in brace and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual and in-office. Enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at mynotbraces.com.
Well, when your free safety's making tackles, Scott, that the ball's in that secondary, another pickup of 7. They've had a couple nice runs. Caden Olsen's 10 and 7 there by Schlichting.
Mustangs near the Serve Pro red zone on 1st and 10 now. Olsen out of the pistol. Olsen looks left. Oh, he fires underneath, slings one, and it's going to be caught. Cooper Bryant makes a sliding catch at the 16-yard line, and now they have entered the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro.
Yeah, last week Brian had a big week, had 5 catches against the Demons for 74 yards. Just an outside slant, and the quarterback threw the little sidearm.
Yeah.
And Bryant went down low to pull that one in.
So 2nd and 5, gain of 5 there from the, well, they got it to 17. They hand off Schlichting. He's tripped up after the handoff, and he's going to be stood up for no gain at the 17-yard line.
Landon Burke, as he came in for the injured Ian Schweigert this week, and it just threw off the center, was able to shed him and make a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Got a couple yards, or not right at the line of scrimmage, so good job by the senior stepping in.
Yep,
we haven't seen Tate Herman yet, Scott. I'm surprised.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Chuck.
And last week, same thing. Schlichting kind of got all the runs in the first half, and then Herman got everything in the second half.
So 3rd down and 5 now for the Mustangs from the Century 17-yard line. They fake it, back to pass. Olsen, he's looking in the end zone. He's got a man, and it's going to be, tipped and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Sullivan Irie. Marshall aren't there to knock it away. So now a 4th down and 4 to go for.
We did that deep post pattern where we came across the back of the end zone, and good job by the offensive lineman. Had all kinds of time to throw, and a nice recovery by the cornerback Marshall Arndt that just got his hand tipped in there, and the Irie just couldn't quite come up with it because of the tip ball.
So now they go empty backfield. They send trips to the right side, 2 receivers to Olsen's left side. 4th down and 4 to go. Olsen back to pass, looking left, throws a quick hitter out to Cooper Bryant out in the flat, caught at the 10, turns upfield. And Marshall aren't there to make the stop.
He just gave him too much room on that one, Scott. We'll see if the replay. Yeah, as he was back off him about 7 yards, and the quarterback said, all right, I'm going to take a little short drop, get it right out to my big receiver. And he caught it and moved upfield and got a 1st down and goal.
On a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Ryan, for over 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. 1st and goal to go now for the Mustangs from the Patriot 8-yard line. Olsen out of the pistol. They hand off. Here's Herman, and Herman's going to be stood up right there. That's big number 55. That's Ole Taylor, the middle linebacker there, making the stop as he met Herman head on.
Yeah, it's going to be a tackle for loss for Ole Taylor. You talk about an athlete. This guy's 2-time state wrestling champ. Last year at 215. As a sophomore at 195. Was 2nd at 182, although he lost to Brock Fedek, who was 51-1 that year. So not a bad wrestling career for this kid. Not to mention, he's a track athlete. 6th in the discus, 7th in the shot, through the javelin. So, I mean, having a 3-port sport star you don't see that very often, Scott.
Loss of 1 there. 2nd and goal to go from the 9 now. Olsen rolling to his left, looking for Bryant. No, he's looking for Gilseth. He fires a dart. Gilseth, nope, he was out of bounds.
He caught it.
Yes, he did. Great catch. I stand corrected. That was not Gilseth. That was Sullivan Irie.
And on the coverage was Coulter Simon. It was right on that out-of-bounds line, and the ball was thrown I bet he didn't. See if we can see the foot. Yeah, he just couldn't get that 1 foot in.
There you have it on a Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Look at you. You're on fire.
Two pretty good ones right there.
Well, hey, apparently you can teach old dog. Well, you kind of jinxed yourself last week.
I know I did. I know I did. Well, 3rd and 9 now. 3rd and goal from the 9, I should say. They got to hurry up and get it off. Are they going to be able to get it off in time? Nope, they're not. It's going to be a delay of game.
Coach called timeout at all? He had to have. Yep.
Oh, he did. We got a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field. 2:37 to go. Opening quarter play, no score. Century, West Fargo, Sheyenne back after this timeout on the PSP network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Well, the Mustangs on the move. We can tell you tonight's game brought to you in part by Shields. Shields of Minot and Bismarck have every sporting good possible along with footwear and fashion at Shields.com. Shields is a proud supporter of the PSP network. So Jeremy Newton got the timeout as the play clock was winding down.
We don't talk enough about how nice this setting is.
Oh, I know.
These guys are spoiled. Nothing against Hughes Field, but hey, it's not what do we call this now? Is it MDU Resources Community Bowl? Yeah, it's not this.
3rd down and goal to go from the 9. Olsen, empty backfield, back to pass, looking. He's flushed. He steps up. He's on the move. Olsen, and he's going to be brought down at the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. Gil Sheldon there makes a stop for Century. So now it'll be 4th and goal to go from the 4-yard line.
Well, that was a big play as he scrambled away out of his original pocket. He had time, but great coverage by the backers in Hansen and Simon and Weisenberger and Arndt. No place to go. And then what you like is when you got a linebacker and Sheldon who can peel off and make that one-on-one tackle.
Big play now for the Century defense as Tate Herman in there, and we're going to have another Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. Century wants to talk it over. 1:53 to go, no score. Mustangs knocking on the door. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Back at the MDU Resources Community Bowl, Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee, John Haugen, Tyson Winveen running the cameras for you, doing a great job as they do each and every week.
How cool is it that we have an intern too?
Yeah,
huh?
Oh yeah.
Gotta love that. It just shows the growth of PSP. And last year we bring in Owen. Last year, holy cow, up in Minot, and man, he has just been.
Maybe we're doing something right. Huh?
Potentially.
Here we go. 4th and goal to go for the Mustangs. Tate Herman stands alongside quarterback Olsen. They give it to Herman. Nope, they fake it. Olsen to the pylon, and he's not going to get there. What a great defensive play there by Coulter Simon. And the Century defense bends, but they do not break.
That was a read option, Scott, by the quarterback as he read that defensive end. He pulled the football as he was going to fake that handoff to Tate Herman. Then he went to the outside, and what did we talk about? You had to have a solo tackle, and that's exactly what the Patriots came up with. This time it was Coulter Simon, the 6'4", 195-pound senior, making the sure-handed tackle after just 1 yard gain.
Well, now Century has it deep in their own territory as they've got to go 96 yards, 1:48 to go in the opening quarter. They go out of the I backfield behind quarterback Noah Herr. Noah sets him down. They hand Burkhardt over there. Oh, and Burkhardt is just absolutely smashed there, and I believe that was Petschak.
Yeah, totally was Petschak as he just discarded his offensive blocker and threw him aside and absolutely stuck him right in the hole.
Here you're going to see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Yeah.
So it'll be a
55s on both sides.
Dudes. 2nd down and 11 after that big hit there by Petschak, and now Herr out of the eye again. Fumbles the football. He's got a foul on it, so not a good start to this possession for Century, as now it'll bring up a 3rd down and 11 and an obvious pass situation.
Well, is it?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, 3rd and 12 on your own 2.
Well, Davies and Mandan were supposed to start at 7, but apparently they got going a little earlier than that because it appears Davies is on the board early at 7-0.
Well, okay. Probably a long drive. I mean, West Fargo the Mustangs just had a 8-minute drive.
Burkhardt over the left side, cuts back inside. He's across the 5 and out to about the 8-yard line, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down, and that's going to bring up a punt situation. Braxton Lochner makes a stop there, and on to punt it away will be Alex Peterson for Century.
But you can't say enough about, hey, that's a 6-yard gain, Scott, and got him out of the shadow of his end zone at least. Now he's not standing on the back end line on the punt snap.
Jamison Allen and Sullivan Irie back to receive. Low driving kick. This one's going to be returned by Sullivan Irie at the 45-40. Cuts near side. Oh, good coverage downfield by the Patriots, and getting down there was 66 and 52. That's 66. Darian Bitts and Brody Gerhardt making the stop there for Century. So good coverage downfield, and the Mustangs will start. And that's going to end the opening quarter of play. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, Century 0, Mustang 0. Back with quarter number 2 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers.
Well, short quarter break there is now we back to quarter number 2. It's 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the Century 41. Herman coming to left, trying to shake a tackle. He does, but held the minimal yards there. Gain of 1 as they're going to spot him right at the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Minot State University.
Well, their last drive, 16 plays, and they went, what, 50 yards on 16 plays in 8 minutes. We'll see how this one's going to be.
2nd down and 9 now, and they hand off. Nope, they fake it to Herman. Back to pass. He's got a man wide. Oh, and he overthrows him. No. Jamison Allen was wide open.
He didn't overthrow him, Scott. Jamison Allen stopped. He was so open, he stopped his route.
There's our Ryan Family Dealership
watching
replay.
The slot player, he was the second guy in. He goes right up the field in a broken coverage, and he just stopped his route. Coach Newton is just, look at him. He's got his hat off. He's rubbing his head. His arms are up. He cannot believe what just happened. You know, you run those plays, you kind of keep those in your pocket going, okay, we're going to run something here against, we saw a specific coverage, and oh my goodness, that was one they want back.
So 3rd down and 9 now from the 40. Olsen back to pass. He's looking left in the flat. He's got a man out there. Caught turning upfield. This time that's Herman on the reception.
I think he stepped out of bounds, Scott, at the 32-yard line, because it looked like he dove across the pylon to potentially pick up the 1st down, but the official was right there, and he's going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 33.
Yeah, Herman on the reception, so now it'll bring up a 4th and 2 for the Mustangs, and Jeremy Newton, he's going to go for it as they have it at the Century 33-yard line. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Look for a little play action again, potentially, or read option. I would say.
Out of the gun goes quarterback Caden Olsen. Herman standing alongside him. Slot to the left. Oh, no, they got movement on the, and Jamison Allen is not going to want to watch this offensive series on film.
Not only does he want one mulligan back, he wants 2. That's, you cannot do that. It's 4th and 3, and now you get a 5-yard penalty, moves you back to 4th and 8.
Yep, so now they move it back to the Century 38-yard line where it'll be, well, they say 4th and 7. So, but it looks to me like it's more, maybe it is 4th and 7.
They're going to get to the 31.
Twins right, single receiver left. Olsen works out of the shotgun. Olsen back to pass, rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Olsen throws it underneath. He's got Bryant caught, and he bobbled it, incomplete. And Century stiffens again.
And, you know, he wouldn't have made the 1st down because they have 2 Century defenders were right on him there, Scott. And he would have been hit short of that 1st down on the as a rollout pass. And they had Brian coming out in that flat. He bobbled it because he wanted to turn up. He knew he had to get to that 31-yard line, had to get a couple yards. So good job by the Patriots defense holding there.
Well, it's been a battle of the defenses thus far, Chuck.
They just gained a yard on the change of possession. Oh, yeah, here we go. Gave it back. See
So now Century has it 1st and 10. Ball spot on their own 38-yard line. Century yet to put a drive together. Now Hurd goes under center eye backfield. Burkhardt.ci. Hurd, quarterback sneak. It's across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Hey, folks, there's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call them now, 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years.
You think we'd call Tony Mueller and he'd send us
we'd
probably get it by the end of the game.
Next time when Tony comes down, I'm going to have Tony bring a pizza.
Bring the Blue Buffalo, Tony.
No, we don't. Well, we'll just bring it, just all bacon, ham, whatever you got.
Whatever it takes.
Second down and 7 now. They hand off. Here's Burkhardt over the right side. He's got room. 45 midfield. Zigzags again. He's into Mustang territory. Run down at the 45. Nope, they're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. So good run there by Jairus Burkhardt.
We talked about that, Scott, where Burkhardt has a little bit. He's got some good hip movements. He got through the line of scrimmage, bounced to the outside, and with not for a nice tackle by Landon Zink, the strong safety, could have been gone.
There you see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. Now 1st and 10 for Century as they're inside Mustang territory from the 44-yard line. No score on the MVP scoreboard. They motion Harletstead from right to left. They hand off Burkhardt straight up the middle. Stiff arm. 35. Cuts back inside, and he's brought down at the 32, and Isaiah Lincoln had to make the stop. So Jairus Burkhardt, Chuck, right now starting to get some room.
Well, he's getting room. He's getting good blocking. I think they're going away from Cade Petchock. They learned their lesson going, okay, we're trying to run at him, double team him. That's not working. Let's go the opposite way. And they went to the short side of the field twice in a row, and he bounces outside again. Just missed a block on the outside perimeter by Gil Sheldon. He read it wrong. He went inside. Probably should have popped it to the outside, but still picked up 12.
Hurd this time out of the shotgun, standing alongside him is Burkhardt. Receivers 2 left, single receiver to the right. They hand off. Burkhardt going left, trying to get to the edge, turns upfield, breaks a tackle, still on his feet at the 30, fights, spins, twists his way up to the 29-yard line. On the stop there was Tommy Levine.
He's hard to bring down. That's the bulldozer guy I talk about, is that he looked like he could have been brought down in the backfield, but instead his strength is low to the ground, strong legs, just kind of turned up field, pushed through both those tackles and picked up positive yardage.
Good hard run there by Jairus Burkhardt. Only got 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 now. Here's Noah Hurd. He's got out of the shotgun. This time Burkhardt coming to right, and then he's going to be stood up there. May have got a yard at Burkhardt. Braden Olson making the stop for the Mustangs.
And the backfield, Tate Herman was also there to kind of hit him in the backfield, made him cut back. So it's been the Jairus Burkhardt show. That's his 8th carry tonight already for 40 yards.
So 3rd down and 7 now for Century. Ball spotted on the Mustang 29-yard line.
At that 2-deep coverage by Cheyenne.
Hurd's going to go out of the pistol. Same formation. Fake it to Burkhardt. Hurd's going to keep it over the left side. And that didn't go anywhere. Is right there to make the stop. That was Zach Benzie. So the Mustang defense not fooled on that play.
Well, the thing about that is if you're going to run that play, you got to let your fullback or your running back get ahead of you. He faked the handoff to him when he was already out in front of him, so he kind of wasted the opportunity to utilize the running back Burkhardt as a potential blocker.
Well, the other thing too, Chuck, with 7:32 to go in this opening half, pretty clean football game. I think we only got 1 penalty, do we? And that was that false start, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was a big one, but yeah, that's the only penalty we have in the game.
So Century on 4th down and 6.
This is where last year with Jangula, they probably would have tried to kick a field goal.
Noah Hurd. Back to pass, rolling to his right under pressure, dumps it underneath, caught at the 35 by Kralik, or at the 25, and he's not going to have enough for the 1st down. Braden Olson and Sullivan Irie come up with the stop as they try to throw it underneath to the tight end, Joey Kralik, and now the Mustang defense holds, and they'll go back on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, they had no time as he rolled out to his right side, right into the face of Cade Petchock, so he had to get it out quickly, threw it underneath, then to Kralik, but it was short of the 1st down. Good, solid tackle by by Olson and Sullivan Irie.
So here come the Mustangs on 1st and 10 from the Century 24-yard line. Caden Olson out of the shotgun. Now they swap Cooper Bryant from the left side to the right side. They hand off straight up the middle. That's Schlichting, and he's across the 30. They're going to say he's tripped up right there. The spot at about the 31-yard line goes Kyle Schlichting, the junior, 190-pound junior running back, as they do spot at the 30. Give him a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 now for the Mustangs.
And Schlichting's, he's been their workhorse, but he has 8 carries, the same as Burkhart, but he only has 19 yards in his 8 carries.
Schlichting in there behind quarterback Caden Olson as they, now he moves up alongside. Now they go out of the shotgun. Twins right, twins left. They hand off Schlichting, cuts left. He's got room. 40, 45, he's near midfield, and he's brought down there. And a nifty run by Kyle Schlichting there for the Mustangs.
Just absolutely caved that backside down. The backside guy's doing a little sloop blocking, and he did a great job of reading it where he cut back against that big wall that his offensive line had created. Got into that secondary, and boy, you can't let Schlichting get out in front of you. This kid's he's got sprinter speed. So 19 yards in that pickup, Scott.
Yep, that'll be a 1st and 10 from the Century 49-yard line. Olson again out of the shotgun. Barks out the signals. Olson, quick hitter to the sideline, in and out of the hands of Maddox Weigel on the Mustang sideline. Marshall Arndt on the coverage there for Century.
Well, these wide receivers aren't doing the quarterback Caden Olson any help, as that went right through his hands. I think he was looking upfield as he was eyeing in on the peripheral vision. Marshall Arndt coming right on him.
Weiner will have our Magic Towing intermission report coming up. Remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs. Olson, they hand off Schlichting. Straight up the middle, 45-40, 35, and he's gets in the secondary, run down at the 30-yard line. Coulter Simon had to make the stop, so a big hole there over the left side for Kyle Schlichting.
Had guys in the middle, and Sajan Nyok and Schobinger and Xander Mowry, they're the guys open up a huge hole, just controlling that line of scrimmage. And then he showed his wheels getting past that 2nd level, forcing Simon, the free safety, to bring him down. But that's another 19-yard gain, Scott. So we were just saying 8 carries for 19. Well, it'll make that 10 for 57.
1st and 10 now from the Century 30-yard line. Bryant goes in motion. They fake it. Here's an option. They option it to Bryant, trying to get to the edge, the stiff arm, and that's just Simon. He gets out of 1, and now the Century Patriots converge there.
Simon hit him initially and couldn't hold on, but he held on him long enough for Oldie Taylor came up and popped him just past the marker. So just a short 2-yard gain on that option play. We didn't see that last week either.
No, we did not. A good job there by Simon, hanging on until he got some help from his teammates. So they'll give him a gain at 2. It'll be 2nd and 8, 4:43 to go on our BNC Bank scoreboard. We're knotted at zeros here at the MD Resource Community Bowl. What's been a fast first half of play here. 2nd down and 8. They hand off. Schlichting goes right, cuts back, eludes 1 tackle. He's across the 25 and falls forward about the 23. Goes Schlichting. Gil Sheldon and Joey Kralik make the stop there for Century. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 now for the Mustangs.
Schlichting, a nice little cutback run there too, as he cut back right in front of a would-be tackler. I think that was one of the linebackers, and then stuck his head down. Got just short of the 1st down, but just good gains right now for the Cheyenne Mustangs on the ground.
As they enter the Serve Pro red zone, do the Mustangs. Out of the shotgun goes quarterback Caden Olson. Barks out the signals. This time they hand off. Schlichting straight up the middle. Tried to slip a tackle. He's near 1st down yardage as Bryce Lasher had to make the stop.
You know, Lasher's good story from Lasher. Scott, his father passed away at a young age, Jeremy, a couple years ago, and I know the program guide kind of recognized that in terms of memorial for his dad, Jeremy, so pretty cool. So he's sure playing with, I wouldn't say a heavy heart necessarily, but, you know, is hoping his dad's watching him from up above, and he's had a good year so far.
So 4th down and 1 as he got 2 on the carry. Here we go. Just shy of the Century red. Oh, and they got Century to jump offside.
They went hard count twice, and they got the newly inserted Landon Burke. You know, when you're a nose guard and the ball's right in front of you, you should be the last guy that jumps off sides. And he knew it too. He just flinched a little bit, then he kind of crouched down, and when the two hands on the helmet, that's I blew it.
Mustangs get in the Serve Pro Red Zone, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. First down and 10 from the Century 16. Olsen, twins left, twins right. Olsen fakes a little hitch and go. He throws, he's got a man wide open. Sullivan Irie caught, touchdown.
And what a play right there, as totally faked out Marshall Arndt as a little stop and go. You mentioned that, Scott, and Arndt fell for it, and Irie, what a good play here. It looked like he was going to they faked it to the outside, and then we couldn't quite see with the camera work, didn't quite pick up on that. Maybe didn't get the backside one, but a great call and a great quarterback used those shoulder fake to get Arndt to bite on it.
There you see it on a Ryan Family Dealership replay, and an interesting formation there on to attempt the extra point. Michael Gullix out of the hold of Sullivan Irie. The left-footed kicker, the snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. 2:46 to go, opening half of play. The Mustangs strike first on the BNC Bank scoreboard. West Fargo Cheyenne 7, Century 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, a 16-yard touchdown pass from Caden Olsen to Sullivan Irie, and the Mustangs lead at 7-0 on a BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, 9 plays, 76 yards, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 3 first downs, none bigger than that 4th down and 3 where they picked it up on that defensive offsides.
Oh, good kick there, and that one's going to go into the end zone for for Michael Gullix. And that's where Central will take over now. 1st and 10 from their own 20, trailing this one 7-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Well, Century, they will have it 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Trying to think of timeouts. They got 2 timeouts, right?
2 receivers. They give it Burkhardt going left over the left side, and he gets it out to the 25. Man, got to the 26-yard line.
New
Jairus Burkhardt.
Jager Azure looked like he was the one in there, Scott, to make that or was it 57 or
67?
Mamadi Dor.
Mamadi Dor, yeah.
He played at the end of the game for the Demons.
Playing the nose guard spot now.
Yep. Mamadi.
I gave him a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Here's Noah Herr. Burkhardt shakes 1 tackle, still on his feet. Ooh, nifty run there as he's got the 1st down and more out to the 33-yard line, and good run there by Jairus Burkhardt, as you'll see on a Ryan Family Dealership replay.
He just runs so hard, doesn't need a big hole either, because he hits the hole so quick. Snap to the quarterback, and boy, he's right on the line of scrimmage right away.
Good hard run there, as now Century 1st and 10 from their own 33. Hurt rolling to his left, throws it sideline and intended for Coulter Simon, and it goes incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10. Lucas McDaniel on the coverage there for the Mustangs.
Our man John Haugens went to school with his dad back at Midcoda, right? Back in the day.
Okay, Midcoda.
Wow, so got to give a shout out to his father. Bruce, I think, is his name. Bruce, if you're listening.
No, I don't think he's listening. I think he's here. I heard him hollering.
Well, maybe he's got his headphones on, Scotty.
Could be. 2nd down and 10 now for Century from their own 33-yard line. Her hands off Burkhardt, and Burkhardt's not going anywhere as he's going to be ripped down immediately. And on the stop, was that Petschak?
No, it was
Brennan Gable and Olsen.
And now Sheyenne calls a timeout.
Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. Minute 32 to go. Mustangs 7, Century 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
BNC National Bank, with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management service for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank.
So is it, what would you consider the fans? Is it blackout night or blue out night?
Yeah,
or lights the other side. John, if you see that, what do you call that?
It's got to be blackout, doesn't it? Because it says lights out Mustangs
John
right there. So,
well, he's not listening.
So 3rd down and 10 now for Century as they got to try to find something to get going offensively. They trail 7-0 to BNC Bank scoreboard. They go trips to the wide side. Her back to pass. They set up a screen. Nice pass. Burkhardt's got it. Stays on his feet. 40, and he's tripped up, but he's got enough for the first down up to the 42, and that was just a great individual catch there by Jairus Burkhardt.
Tried to throw it over the top of one of the linemen who went high up to get it, and Burkhardt made the catch and was stumbling forward, but his forward lean got him past that first down all the way out to the 44-yard line. So pickup of 11 and a first down on the middle screen.
Well, Century's got to find somebody other than Jairus Burkhardt to carry him through this football game because he's pretty much been the offensive show. Now they go out of the I formation. Silas Jackson, the up back. Her rolling to his left under pressure, throws it over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Kralik, but that was into triple coverage, it appeared. Chuck Braden Olsen there on the backside pressure.
Yeah, thank you. Good job, Scott. As he was up, as he did a blitz, as soon as he saw the quarterback roll out, his job on that strong side is, hey, I'm going to do a run through. I'm going to go right at the quarterback, and I've got him. And so he forced the quarterback to swivel those hips and try to throw it back against his body.
Clock stops with a minute 9 to go. Chuck, update from Mandan on our BNC scoreboard update. Minute left in the half. Davies 20, Mandan 0.
And Davies is showing why they're number 2 in the state.
So here's her on 2nd down and 10. Minute 9 left to go. Opening half. Her back to pass. Little hitch there. He throws it out to Simon, and Simon catches it at the 49, comes back. He's brought down at the 48. Lucas McDaniel on the stop there, so they spot it just shy of the 49, and we got a Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. 53 seconds to play, opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs 7, the Patriots 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Well, Century calls timeout. They've got a 3rd and 5 just from their own 49-yard line. Her goes under center. Her fakes it. He's going to go down the middle, and Simon, and there's going to be a flag. It's picked off.
He might as well just go down.
Yeah, and it's picked off there by Irie. He's going to return it back to Century territory, but that one's going to come back. as we got a flag in the secondary.
I think, Scott, the ball was thrown. It was a flag route, a post route, and ran right into the defender. I couldn't tell if the defender was facing him when he happened or if he just ran into the back of the defender. Got picked off by Irie, but it's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down, so that'll negate that interception, and it'll put the Patriots in good position. Still lots of time with 41 seconds.
Well, I think Jeremy Newton's wondering, is that ball catchable?
I think well, hard to say if it was or not because he hit him so early in that route.
So the flag, the pass interference, puts Century down to the Mustang 36-yard line with 41 seconds to go. 1st and 10 for the Mustang 36. Herr out of the shotgun. Herr rolling to his right. Throws it underneath, and it's going to be caught, and out of bounds goes Xavier Haroldstead.
A good play. He did a little fake like he was going to go into the middle, and then he spun back to the outside and got out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Yeah, heady decision there by Haroldstead, and so Century, short gain there. It'll be gain of 4 to be 2nd down and 6. Clock stops with 34 seconds to play. Noah Herr.
Their kicker, Alex Peterson, I don't know if he's made any field goals yet this year. I don't think he has.
Herr back to pass. Here's pressure. They set up the screen. Burkhardt, and boy, that's converged on quickly there as they threw it to Burkhardt out in the flat. Brennan Gable there as well.
Ole Taylor, he's the one who went to the outside right away, and Gable read it completely. Timeout, Century.
Yep, as there you see it on a Ryan Family Dealership replay, and good pursuit there by the Mustangs. Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field. Mustang 7, Century 0. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
So a quick timeout there by Ron Wingenbach, and that will be his last one of the half as his team is faced with the 3rd and 6 from the Mustang 32. They trail 7-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. So now, Chuck, if you're going to throw anything, you probably, well, the clock stops on the first down, but you got to be quicker. You got to get it to the sideline.
Yep.
Herr rolling to his right. Steps up. He's got room. He fires down in the end zone. He's got a man wide open. Caught! Touchdown, Century! Oh, what a play by Coulter Simon.
Well, he adjusted in the end zone where the ball was thrown in the rollout, or the quarterback rolled out or set up in the pocket, went inside the 2 tackles. He stepped up in the pocket and then just let her rip and said, all right, it's a one-on-one ball. And what an adjustment by Coulter Simon as he turned away from Lucas McDaniel, got in the end zone and pulled it down. What an adjustment by Simon, and what a throw and scramble by the quarterback, Noah Herr.
So with 15 seconds left, Century about to tie it up. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 15 seconds to go in the opening half of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 7, Mustang 7, back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
So a 32-yard touchdown pass from Noah Herr to Coulter Simon, and Century gets on the board, and they tie it at 7.
Yeah, what a great drive. Starts at their 20-yard line after the touchdown by the Mustangs, and they just drove right down the field. Got a big pickup on first down from that penalty and pass interference. Gave him first and 10 at the 36, and then great job of scrambling by the quarterback, Noah Hurry. Just showed his ability. Hey, kind of squeaked through a small opening, stepped up in the pocket, and threw it on the run. And you can't say enough about that adjustment by Coulter Simon.
So on to kick it away is Peterson, and Peterson, a low driving kick, fumbled at the 22, but picked up by Herman, 30-35, and he's going to be brought down. There is Tate Herman on the return, so Mustangs will have just 9 seconds left to go here in this opening half of play. So we'll see what head coach Jeremy Newton elects to do here.
Olson's got a big arm, a baseball kid. He can sling it. And we'll see, with 9 seconds left. We say they have one timeout too? So
yeah, they got one, yeah.
You can go across the middle on a medium route. I don't think they're gonna.
No, I don't think they are either. Just gonna take a knee. Yep, and that's exactly what they do as Olson takes a snap, kneels down, and that's gonna end the opening half of play here from the MD Resources Community Bowl as we go to break. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Century 7, West Fargo Cheyenne 7. We'll be back with our Magic Towing intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Yeah, welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee with you. Magic Towing. Remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing serving western North Dakota as Century with their Hall of Fame inductions on the field as well. And I believe right now we've got a live look-in down in West Fargo. I think Tice might have that for us as West Fargo and Minot High. Minot High leading 14-6.
There we go, John.
Oh, there we had it.
Just
there
kidding.
we go.
There we go.
Nick Hallberg with the call on that one as it looks like West Fargo is on the move again, but Minot High with a big defensive play there. 14-6, you see right there as they're in the third quarter already. So a quick one down in West Fargo is a good job as we got a tie ball game here as we're tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. And Chuck, well, it was a battle of defenses in that opening quarter of play, and then we saw a little bit of offense, and then Century, boy, I tell you what, you talked about what a great individual effort there by Century to tie this one up going in to the halftime break.
Well, you go back and you can think of a couple plays. You can think of that, the first down they got on 3rd and long on the middle screen, the great catch, and they give her some credit to throw it up over the top of that lineman and just perfectly dropped it into the hand of Jarris Burkhardt, and he made a great individual effort to pick up that first down, and then great call by coach on that post pattern that they ended up getting that 15-yard pass interference play that gave an opportunity to get that touchdown on 3rd and long. So, and Coulter Simon, what I like about that is you got a junior quarterback trusting his receiver. He saw that, hey, it's man-to-man coverage, and he was blanketed coverage. Irie was all over him, and he just made a better adjustment that Irie was kind of watching, instead of watching the quarterback, which you're not supposed to, he was watching Irie, or he was watching Coulter Simon. Simon made a little bit of a spin move away from him up into the back corner of the end zone and a perfectly thrown ball. That's how we ended here at 7. So pretty impressive first half defensively for both sides, just holding teams under 125 yards total offense. So well played game, and I think Century, they're for real.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's give you a BNC Bank scoreboard update. As you just saw, Minot High leading West Fargo 14-6 as they're just underway in that second half of play. Shanley over Bismarck High right now, 14-7, 11 minutes left in the second there. Davies at halftime leads Mandan 20-0, no score from Williston and North. On the AA side, Minot North defeats Central 20-6. Wahpeton all over Watford City 28-6. West Fargo Horace leads St. Mary's 14-0, 9 minutes left in the second. And then Valley City over South 7-0, and Grand Forks Red River 7-0 over the Jamestown Blue Jays. As you're listening to our Magic Towing Intermission Report.
We got a live look in on the
oh, there we go.
We
got Napoleon Gackle Streeter and Kidder County is 8-6 in that one, as Todd Darmys has the call for you on that one out in Steele.
Aaron Wald on the camera.
Yeah, Aaron Wald on the camera there. So there you get a little 9-man football action going on right there. Down in, boy, and those are fun to be at.
That's a battle. We thought that was going to be a runaway as Napoleon or Kidder County hasn't won a game yet.
Yeah, they're 3-1, Napoleon Gackle Streeter, but 7, there you have it, 8-6, Napoleon Gackle Streeter. We're tied here at 7 on our Magic Towing Intermission Report. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Chuck will have a look at the first half individual and team numbers. West Fargo Cheyenne 7, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to the MD Resource Community Bowl and our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. For a look at the first half, individual and team stats for the Pats and the Mustangs. Here's Chuck.
All right, thanks, Scott. For the Patriots, Jarris Burkhardt leads them rushing, 11 carries, 53 yards in that first half. Noah Herr, 1 carry for 1 yard. Herr throwing the football, 7 of 11. Started out kind of slow. He started out 1 of 3 with an interception. Then he really came on strong towards the end, completed 6 of his last 7 passes. Finishes 7 of 11 for 69 yards, including that big 32-yard touchdown throw to Coulter Simon. Simon had 2 other catches in the first half for a total of 3 for 50. Xavier Haroldstead had 1 for 4. Joey Kralik had 1 for 4 yards. And then Jarris Burkhardt had 2 for 12. For the Sheyenne Mustangs, Kyle Schlichting, 12 carries, 66 yards in the first half. Caden Olson had 4 carries for 11. Tate Herman, 2 for net 0. And Bryant, the tight end, he had 1 carry for 2 yards. Olson throwing 5 of 10, 47 yards. His last throw was that 16-yard touchdown throw to Sullivan Irie in the hitch and go. Cooper Bryant was the leading receiver for the Mustangs, 3 catches for 24 yards. Tate Herman had the other reception for 7 yards. Rushing in that first half, 12 plays for 54 yards for the Patriots, 20 for 79 for the Mustangs, 7 completions and an interception, netting 69 yards for Century. West Fargo Cheyenne had 5 completions for 47 yards. So total plays in the first half, 23 for the Pats for 123 yards. For the Mustangs, 30 plays for 126. You want to talk about close there. No fumbles in the first half. Just 1 punt is all for either team. That was by the Patriots. And Peterson, he had 1 kick for 38 yards. Penalties, the Patriots just had 1 for 5 yards, and then the Mustangs had 2 for 20, the biggest being that 15-yard pass interference penalty. 6 first downs for Century, 7 for Cheyenne. Then tackle for losses, each team has a number 55 getting them. Ole Taylor for the Patriots and Pet Shock for the Mustangs. One other guy did not get his number. He also had 1. So 2 tackle for losses for the Mustangs. No sacks for either team. Then 1 interception. Sullivan Irie, the interception early in that first half where he intercepted it at the 32-yard line. Then he returned it out to the 41-yard line. So an 8-yard interception return there. So very, very tight, Scott. Just 3 yards separate in total yards, and 0 separates the team in terms of just on the scoreboard where it's 7-all.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? I mean, that's the way that first half was played, Chuck. Why wouldn't we be tied to start the second half? As you said, Century holding pat here with West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, the number 3 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, as we're tied at 7 on our BNC Bank scoreboard. We'll take another timeout as our Magic Towing Intermission Report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I pick Carson Wentz. I pick Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football, just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report, where we're tied 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Magic Towing, remember the number and call Magic Towing. We need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving western North Dakota. Well, as we get set to start second half, the third quarter of play, West Fargo Cheyenne deferred as they won the toss, so they will receive to start the second half of play. As we are tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. And again, we'll try to update you on those scores as we move along throughout this broadcast. Minot just went ahead. Minot's lead now 21-6. Bismarck High's inch closer to Shanley. It's now 14-13. Peterson will kick it away now for Schlichting back to receive. He's the middleman back there for the Mustangs. As we await the signal from the official, and we're about ready to go as short kick, and it's going to be returned at the 20, 25, 30, and still on his feet. I couldn't get the number on that, who the return was. That was...
Can't help you.
And I know you can't. That was Landon Zink on the return. So the Mustangs will start 1st and 10 from their own 29, well, their 29.5-yard line as they spot it just shy of the 30s. We're tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Boy, what a beautiful night as the winds died down and cooling off a little bit. And we've got 2 more quarters of football here for you. Here we go. Out of the shotgun goes quarterback Caden Olson, the 180-pound senior quarterback. He hands off. Schlichting goes right, cuts back left, and he's going to be stood up there. Bryce Lasher with the slasher making the stop there for Century.
Slashed in right there off that left tackle spot. Got in, read that perfectly. Couldn't see, was Schlichting or was Herman starting the second half? Because last week it was Herman started. It's Herman again. Yeah, he started.
Yeah, it is Herman.
He gets to start this half.
So
he only had 2 carries for net 0 yards. Well, he's still at net 0.
So that was Herman on the carry. So now Herman goes out in the flat. They throw a screen. He turns upfield. Century pursues and gets a couple up to the 32. And good pursuit there by the Century defense.
Yeah, read that all the way in the swing pass. That was Landry Wesson who came in and read the play. Didn't fake it at all. Just took Herman from the pistol, his left to him. Just kind of rotated out into that, or into the flat area. He hit him. It's kind of that 1-to-1 tackle we're talking about. Wesson stepped up, made a big play there, just gaining just 2.
3rd down and 8 now for the Mustangs. Ball spot on their own 32. Olson sends Twins to his right, Twins to his left. High snap, Olsen back to pass, looks across the middle, steps up, eludes the contact, and he throws it incomplete.
He had a guy open, he had Irie open, Scott, and underthrew him. I couldn't see him. He had Taylor. He had Taylor right in his face, forced him to step up in the pocket, throw it a little sooner than he wanted to. So that was Taylor beating Seth Holder, that right tackle.
So good. Sorry, Chuck.
No, that's fine. It's just to force a bad play because he had Irie open.
Landon McFarland on to kick it away. Good high kick, and Century's going to let it bounce to 35. And that was Coulter Simon let it bounce, and now Century will take over.
38-yard kick, no return. First kick of the day for McFarland.
Whether you're looking for financial or full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit online at planningteam.com. Eric Aldinger, Perry Bowl, and all the folks at the Planning Team are there to help you plan for your financial freedom. So now Century will have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. We're tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
You always like that as a coach when you come out and you make that first drive, you make that stop. Last week, if you remember, Sheyenne went right down the field against the Demons, scored.
Yep, Noah Herr goes under center, eye backfield. Burkhardt Datsiai goes right, and he's driven back.
Yeah, went into starting with Petschak, and Xander Mowry was right there, as was Zach Benzie, the middle linebacker. There was no place to go there.
You want to talk about nowhere to run on this Ryan Family Dealership replay, as you'll see it. Burkhardt gets it, and he goes over that right side, and he is just stood up at the line of scrimmage.
Burkhardt's had some big games. At 115 yards against Davies. North, he played. Oh, sorry.
Burkhardt over the left side. He gets some positive yards out to the 32-yard line.
As I was saying, he had 98 yards against Davies and a touchdown against North. He had 151 and 3 touchdowns. Then he came back against West Fargo last week and had 183 and a touchdown. So he has absolutely been a workhorse.
Yeah, now it'll be a 3rd down and 8 now for Century from their own 32-yard line. We're tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
They've been rolling out. Let's see what side. Petschak's on that right side, so we'll see if they roll him to the left.
Yeah, Twins left, single receiver to the short side of the field. Her straight drop, fires complete at the 40. He caught it, I believe, at the 41. And on the reception there, that was Xander Hansen on the reception.
Yeah, he hit him right in the bread basket. He went down to a knee. He juggled it, but he was able to bring it in past that line to gain at the 40-yard line, so give him 10 yards and a 1st down. It's his first catch of the season, I think.
Yep, Xander Hansen, big 1st down conversion there for Century as they move it up to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Century. Herr. Burkhardt. Herr works out of the pistol. Burkhardt stands to his left. Herr hands off Burkhardt, going right, cuts back inside, 45, midfield, look out, turns the corner, 45-40, and down into Sheyenne territory goes Jairus Burkhardt, and a big play there. As we'll see it on a Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Zink makes a tackle, but he bounces back to the weak side and then just runs away from a tackler, and finally Zink, the strong safety, pulls him down, but a big pickup there on a 1st down run by Jairus Burkhardt.
Showed a little bit of that shiftiness too on that play that you were talking about, the old lean to avoid the tackle there.
Picked up 21 yards on that carry, so now 14 carries, 74 yards for Burkhardt.
Century in Mustang territory, ball spotted the 38-yard line. This time Burkhardt again, he dances his way to the line of scrimmage, moves the pile up to the 35, and he's just thrown down backwards. Xander Mowry makes a stop, and Burkhardt,
first guy there. Yeah, this time they brought Silas in and the fullback. That power I formation. Good squeeze there by the guys in the middle, and Mowry and Gable.
Braden Morris brings the play in now from head coach Ron Wingenbach.
35 years for Ron
Yeah, boy,
Wingenbach.
it's been I know he's out of the classroom. I know that, but he still loves the game of football. Now I backfield. Burkhardt dots the I right behind. Morris, rolling out. He throws it over the top. He's got a man caught at the sideline and completed. Coulter Simon.
And what a play that was, Scott, as he rolled to his right side and threw it over the top of the linebacker Levine and under the cornerback Isaiah Lincoln. What a throw and catch. And Coulter Simon again as he drug the back foot, got it in bounds. 13-yard pickup and another first down, the third one on this drive.
And he threw that, Chuck, where there's only one guy that could catch it, and that was Simon.
Impressed with this Noah Scott.
1st and 10 now, just outside the Serve Pro red zone. The Patriots, they hand off the dive back. Ooh, that's Morris over the left side, up the middle, across the 15, rolls down to the 13. Tommy Levine makes a stop, and Century is inside the Serve Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleaning and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Well, you give it to that fullback, Braden Morris. Doesn't get too many carries. Just 2 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown coming into the game, but 9 big ones on that run.
Well, you got to like that, don't you, Chuck? 2nd and 1. You can do a lot of things on this possession right here. Burkhardt dots the I again. Morris the up back. They give Burkhardt coming left. He's got the first down as he fights towards the 10. But he's going to have enough for the first down at the 11-yard line. Xander Mowry makes a stop there, but they'll move the chains. Clock stop, 6:28 to go here. Third quarter of play, and Century on the move.
You know, the thing is, you can still get a first down at the 1-yard line, so, or just inside the 12, I guess. So it's probably a little, maybe halfway outside the 1 and the 2-yard line. But this front line and Xander Klein, who replaced the injured Ian Schweiger, Taylor, Cashton Klein, Brody Gerhardt, Peyton Sile, they've really done a good job controlling that line of scrimmage, Scott.
Here comes Noah Now Burkhardt steps up alongside him. He's got twins to his right. Burkhardt over the right side, bouncing off tackles, and he's across the 10 down to the 9.
Double team block at the point of attack by Brody Gerhardt and Cashton Klein. The tackle just followed the guard right down the play and didn't realize that that's right where the run was.
So gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Century. 5:35 left to go, third quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century knocking on the door of the Mustangs. Now he sends 2 receivers to his left.
Double tight
formation. Goes right, trying to find some room, and he doesn't find much.
I don't know if I like that call, Scott.
No, I don't either.
There's not enough movement as he just waits for Burkhardt to get in front of him, but there was not enough movement. Just kind of ran into the back of the lineman and the back of Burkhardt.
So now it brings up a 3rd down and 6 to go for Century. Ball spotted on the 7. As Chuck mentioned, they get it to the 1. It's 1st and goal to go from the 1. We'll see what Ron Wingenbach elects to do here. Silas Jackson back in at the fullback spot. Burkhardt dots the I behind him. And now we're going to have a Ryan family leadership timeout on the field. 4:40 to go, third quarter play at the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 7, Mustang 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Your mouth and belly will thank you. Call now 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Also, Sport Clips. Hey, they'll keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today. SportClips.com. Reminder, we'll have our Sport Clips player of the game, also our Serve Pro move of the game, and then our planning team. That'll all take place on our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads postgame report. What's going on here now?
I'm not sure what the deal is. Coach Wingenbach's looking over at the official. But
well, the play clock is at 13 now. Herr sets him down. Play clock down to 5. Herr rolling to his left. He's under pressure, and Petchak, and it's going to be all the way back to the 20-yard line, and the flag is down.
On that one, Scott, yeah, Petchak, I don't know if they were trying to fool anybody in that fake handoff, the play-action pass, trying to go to the outside to Haraldstead, excuse me, but that was just a great move by Petchak, a little swim move, ripped the guy down, and plus they're going to be, I think they're going to decline it, correct?
Yeah, and he had somebody open in the back corner of the end zone, but the only problem there was, Chuck, he just didn't have enough time.
So sacked by the All-Stater.
So now
Petchak.
Century with a 4th down and 17 from their 19.
Yep.
Here we go. 2 receivers left, single receiver to the right side. Burkhardt the lone back. Herr back to pass. Steps up. He looks in the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be batted down and incomplete. They try to find Kralik in double coverage, and the Mustangs hold, and Isaiah Lincoln on the coverage, and the Mustangs will take the football back.
Yeah, that was that.
I think, Chuck, it goes back to that. I think it goes back to what you said, that play call where Herr kept it on that quarterback keeper.
I'd have rather seen him just do their out of their I formation. They were getting at least 2-3 yards a crack. It'd have put them, most likely at a 3rd or 4th down and shorter on that play. But ultimately, you roll the dice. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And one thing you can't do, you can't put Petchak man to man on somebody. There's no way. He's gonna beat him time and time again.
So here come the Mustangs, 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Olsen. Herman stands behind him. Quick hitter to the flat, and it's Irie on the move, and Irie's up to the 30, up to the 31-yard line, goes Sullivan Irie. And Bryce Lasher makes a stop for Century. So a quick play there, 1st down. And the Mustangs are on the move here with 4:07 to go in the quarter number 3.
Yeah, they like those quick hitters getting it out to Irie. Irie's kind of one of their playmakers. He's their leading receiver with, where's he at? I don't even starting 13 catches, 184 yards coming into this game.
Caden Olsen, now they bunch it up to the Mustangs. They hand a Herman coming right, cuts back inside. He's got a hole, and he's got room and a lot more as he's out to the 39-yard line. Gil Sheldon makes a stop. He's going to be shy of the 1st down, but it's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it about 2 to go for the Mustangs. They're going to say 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7.
Yeah, I don't know if you give Sheldon a tackle or a catch because he just caught him going backwards, but he hung on for dear life. Herman, after Schlichting last week had a good first half. He didn't touch the football that second half. Herman got all the carries.
So now they send twins right, twins left. Does quarterback Caden Olsen. They fake it to Herman. Olsen back to pass. He throws deep across the middle. He's got Sullivan Irie, 35-30. He drops the football, and right there to fall on it was, I believe that was Maddox Weigel.
It was, Scott.
Yep.
That deep post to the slot back in Cooper Bryant. That's a play they just kept killing Bismarck high on as he got into the middle of the zone. Got great protection, good throw by the quarterback Olsen and catch, and the ball got punched out. And then smartly by what? Go ahead.
Sorry, I think that was Sullivan Irie on the catch, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, okay.
Who did I say it was?
I thought you said Bryant, but no worries. Here we go. 1st and 10. Straight up the middle goes Herman down to the 25-yard line.
So that last play went 32 yards to Irie.
Let's bring up a 2nd down and 6 now for the Mustangs.
Big answer after the Century had that long drive stopped on downs.
Ball spotted on the Century 25 as the Mustangs nearing that Serve Pro red zone. Now Olsen out of the shotgun. Olsen fakes it, pulls it back. He's got a man over the top. Cooper Bryant caught, touchdown, West Fargo Cheyenne.
Well, when you're doing that inside handoff and you're getting yards and yards, then you do that fake handoff. You hold the linebacker and you just send your guy Cooper Bryant right up the middle. Watch how a good job by Olsen running this fake handoff, and he steps up in the pocket, finds Bryant, runs right by the defender, and a perfectly thrown ball over the head of Gil Sheldon, the linebacker, who had a man-to-man for a 25-yard touchdown catch.
So a turn of events there. Century was knocking on the door. The Mustangs hold, and then they march it right down the field. A 25-yard pitch and catch from Olsen to Bryant, and now Gullix is trying to add on one more, and the snap, the hold, the kick, and it crawls over, and it does. Minute 58 to go here. Third quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. West Fargo Cheyenne 14, Century 7. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
In times of loss, ServPro brings hope. With expertise in Minot and Bismarck, we don't just restore homes, we rebuild lives.
At the 158 mark at quarter number 3, the Mustangs take a 7-point lead on the Olsen to Bryant 25-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good. And West Fargo Cheyenne now leads this one 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
5 plays, 81 yards on that. They stopped him on downs, went 2 minutes and 16 seconds, a couple first downs. At some big plays on that drive. The 32-yarder to Irie was a big one, then that 25-yarder, obviously the touchdown.
Oh, good kick there. Drives the Century back to the 5, 10, 15. 20, and oh, he's blown up there, and on the return there, that was
Weisenberger?
Nope, I think that was Wyatt Nelson on the return, and that's where Central will start 1st and 10, trailing this one 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
We'll see if the Pats can respond.
Reminder, tonight's move of the game is brought to you by ServPro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. Well, here comes quarterback Noah Herr. Century trailing 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. I backfield behind him. Burkhardt.ci. He gets it, comes left. Stutter steps his way, tiptoes his way up to the 25, and he's going to be spotted just shy at the 24. Cooper Bryant making the stop there for the Mustangs.
Got a good line surge initially, but then they were able to stop that surge. It still picked up, a decent, 3 yards on a first down. That's not bad.
It says they gave him 2.
Well, was it from the 22 to the 25?
Yeah,
my math says
well, it's just shy of the
25.
20. Yeah, so second down, and we'll call it 7 up here. Hurd back to pass, looks to the sideline, quick hit. Oh, and that went in and out of the hands of Flynn Gullix, and it popped in the air and almost picked off on that far side by Isaiah Lincoln.
It was almost Flynn for the win as he was trying to catch it and turn upfield and spin out of a tackler. It was kind of man coverage on that outside, and Flynn one catch coming into it and hasn't got a lot of PT. That's one that right in front of your coach in the sidelines. If you're going to miss, well, you never want to miss, but that's the place you don't want to miss.
You want to be on the other side.
Yeah.
So here's Century faced on a 3rd down and 8. They go with an I backfield. Hurd, play fake to Burkhardt. He steps up across the middle. He's got a man caught. Haroldstead at the 35, still on the move, and he's going to have the first down as Xavier Haroldstead on a nifty catch there.
Yeah, I like it where he came across the middle on that one. A nice throw by Herr, hit him right in the numbers. He brought it in and got away from one tackler and then tried to spin out of another one, but he had a toe hold, so a 12-yard pickup on that pass.
Apologize for that. It's not the St. Mary's volleyball game. That was on Tuesday night. I don't know where that got snuck in there, but First down and 10 now from the 42, from Century's own 42. Clock winds at 39 seconds to play. Third quarter, Burkhardt going right. And he stood up immediately there is Jarris Burkhardt.
Yeah, Gable is really, I mean, he is just a stalwart right there. As he wasn't letting anything happen there. He blew up Brody Gerhardt, that right guard.
Yeah, and we'll see what Century elects to do here as the game clock drips to 14 seconds. We'll see if they're going to get another playoff as they can let it drip down. The play clock only at the 20. That cough catch you there?
Oh, well, yes, twice you caught me on that
did,
one.
Sorry. Yep, and that's going to end the third quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard as we go to the fourth and final quarter here at the MD Resource Community Bowl. It's West Fargo Cheyenne 14, Century 7. Back for the final 12 after this timeout on the PSP network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Well, we start the fourth quarter with a second down and 10 for Century from their own 42. Her low snap picks it up, throws a sideline, and he throws it behind the intended receiver. That was Xander Hansen, Isaiah Lincoln on the coverage there. So now that'll bring up a third down and 10 now for Century.
Yeah, good coverage by Lincoln. He was right there. There was nothing doing. That perfect coverage on the outside.
Plan Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads, hey, your post-game headquarters are online at shotscrossroads.com.
We got the coughs going.
Yeah, I guess so. Third down and 10 now for Century from their own 37. Twins left, single receiver to the short side. Ball spotted right hash. Her rolling to his left. Sets. Fires. He throws it out there, and it's going to be incomplete. Haroldstead, the intended receiver.
Well, it looked like from our vantage point that he had somebody holding on to his jersey. And I think that's what somebody was pointing to. Flynn Gullix was pointing at him saying, hey, he's got a hold of his jersey on that one, but it didn't look like he did. Looked like his hand was out there.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't holding on, so good coverage by Tommy Levine on that overthrow, forcing Century to punt.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Hey, a little love to our friend Kirk Olson.
Yeah.
After getting a little bike accident.
Ooh, I thought that was blocked. On the run, 35, 40, 45. Look out, Sullivan Irie midfield. Century 40, 35, and out of bounds at the 30. And Sullivan Irie catches that one on the run.
There we go. There's the horn.
Yep.
That's what happens when you get those low line drive punts. It only went 26 yards, completely returnable, and it was there as Sullivan Irie catches it on the run, bounces out to the outside, shows his speed, busts it all the way down to the 32-yard line. So let's see, that's 31-yard return.
Yeah, Ryan Family Dealerships commitment and respect for their customers as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations of mine at Williston or shop online at driveryan.com. Here come the Mustangs leading at 14-7 of the BNC Bank scoreboard. First and 10 from the Century 32-yard line. Olson. Herman stands alongside him, gives the Herman straight up the middle, bounce off tackler 30, dragging tacklers at 25, still working for more, and he's down to the 23. He goes Tate Herman, the 5'11", 190-pound senior running back. So a good gain there. It'll bring about a gain of 7.
He just lowers his shoulder and then uses his strength at 190 pounds, built low to the ground, just drives those legs, keeps churning out.
It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Mustangs.
Herman only 6 carries for 18 yards, but that was a good one to start this drive.
11 minutes to play in the ball game. Mustangs trying to tack on 6 more. Again, Olsen works out of the shotgun. Herman alongside him. Herman has it. Nope, Olsen keeps it on the read option. Trying to get to the outside, cuts back inside at the 20. And he falls down to, nope, I'm going to spot it right at the 20.
I think he got the first down, though. So
yep.
He cut inside, that fake handoff to Tate Herman. Action then rolled out to his left and then cut inside. Got a nice block on the outside by Sullivan Irie, allowed him to cut to the outside and then dove across that 20-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, there's got to be an option man out there for it to be a read option, so there was no.
No, and I think it was just a quarterback read.
Yeah, that's all it was,
yep.
Exactly. 1st and 10 now inside the Serve Pro red zone are the Mustangs. Olsen, he's going to fire a dart, corner of the end zone. Oh, caught and dropped. That was Sullivan Irie. In the corner, he had it all wide open as he had Arndt beat.
Yeah, and had Arndt spun around as he went back to the outside, and I think he was counting his chickens right there, huh? As it hit him right in the hands. You see the result of, you got 2 guys, you got Irie going, I can't believe I dropped that, and you got Arndt going, I'm so glad you dropped that, thank you. I don't want to be in another highlight.
The good and the bad.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 10 now for
he's hard.
The Mustangs.
I'm going to try to see if they've got man-to-man coverage on the outside. You got 1 deep safety.
Throw a quick pass. Here's Cooper Bryant on the move. He's at the 15, spins off tacklers to the 10, and tries to work for more, but he's going to might be just shy of the first down, and what a big, strong move there.
Well, Irie this time was blocking, and he got a block, and then Bryant, he's 6'3", 195. He's a load. He just lowered his shoulder and laid the lumber on one of the tacklers. I think that was Gil Sheldon. Ran over the top of him, got just short of the first down marker, which was the 10-yard line, so 9 yards on that wide receiver screen.
Well, 4-down territory definitely inside the Serve Pro red zone for the Mustangs. 3rd down and 1 here for them. I'm guessing Herman's going to get, yep, his number gets called. Oh, and he's going to be brought down. Bryce Lasher slashing in there again. The Lasher, the slasher.
Came off the weak side and just ducked underneath the tackle, went down low, grabbed the legs of Tate Herman, brought him down in the backfield. So it's going to be a loss of, back to the 14, so a loss of 3.
Oh, look at here now. We're going to kick is Sullivan.
He's made 3. Gullix
no, this is Irie. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's Gullix.
I'm sorry.
He's made 3 field goals on the season already.
So here's Gullix.
This will be 31.
And he misses it. A 31-yard field goal by Gullix is no good, and Century holds, and they will take over on down. So Century dodges a bullet there.
Well, you talk about dodging a bullet is right. Should have been a end zone or a catch in the end zone for a touchdown on a great call. Instead, it's dropped, and then they go for the field goal attempt, of which Gullix hasn't missed all year.
So Century now takes over after the missed field goal. They'll have it 1st and 10 from 120. They trail it 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 9 minutes to go in this one. As quarterback Noah Herr comes out, he sends 2 receivers to his left. Simon, the lone receiver, to his right. Herr out of the shotgun. Burkhardt gets the handoff, go over the left side, and moves the pile forward. Out to the
Ole Taylor
24.
Getting big right now. He's getting mean right there in the backside guard, going against Mamadi Door. Kind of slashed instead of going right upfield. Got it on the right side, went back to the left side.
BNC scoreboard update. Minot all over what? Oh, that's a final. Minot wins at 30-6. Bismarck High at the end at halftime leads 19-14. and Davies is just laying it to Mandan. They lead at 34-0.
Second string quarterback already in, and getting an update on that one. They said they're pretty much doing anything they want.
Her hands off Burkhardt. Burkhardt trying to get to the edge, and he turns the corner, heads upfield, and lays the boom across the 30. He's going to have the first down. Now they're going to spot it just at the 30.
See if they give him the first down. I think they do. Are they moving the change yet? We'll see what he's going to. Oh, it's got to be as long as it's touching, it's got to be a first down because it's a missed field goal.
There you see a Ryan Family Dealership replay. Is good hard room there by Burkhardt, so he did get the first down.
21 carries, 94 yards now for Burkhardt, and he just runs so hard. You haven't seen him bounce too many all the way to the outside, but he shows he's got wheels too.
So first down at 10 for Century. Ball on their own 30-yard line. They trail 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, and they better do something. They have to use a timeout here.
Yeah, they got us 5. There's no way they're going to make it.
Yeah, and it's a Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field.
They want to get a delay of game.
No, 14-7 our score. The BNC Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs lead it. Back after this timeout on the PSP network.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is...
Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by Shields of Minot Bismarck. They have every sporting good possible, along with footwear and fashion at Shields.com. Shields is a proud supporter of the PSP network and also the UPS store located in South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday for all your packing and shipping needs, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday 8:30 to 3. You can find them in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. First and 10 for Century from their own 30-yard line. Her goes under center. Her rolling to his right. Throws it, and he's got Simon out in the flat, the 41. He's up to the 45, but hold on. And look at this one's coming back as he got out to midfield. There's going to be a holding call on that right side.
Boy, a good play called there, too, as bootleg for the quarterback, got outside the defensive end, threw it to Simon. Simon got rid of one tackle. That was Isaiah Lincoln. Did you see who the hold was on that one, Scott?
No, it looked like it was on
somewhere in the middle.
No, I think it was on the outside. I think it was either the tight end Kralik or the tackle on this right side got caught.
That's a huge play, too.
Oh, yeah, that changes. Yeah, absolutely it is. Now they bring it all the way back to the 20.
Just a second penalty for Century. See if they come back to that same play.
So now it's first and 20 for Century.
Nope, different formation.
Yep. Her out of the shotgun. Delayed handoff. Burkhardt trying to go left. Ooh, boy, and that was sniffed out big time. That was Petchock, Cooper Bryant leading the charge there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Bryant all the way, as he wasn't fooled on that one at all. That delayed handoff. The quarterback looked like he was going to his right, and then the handoff, delayed handoff to Burkhardt going to his left, and Cooper Bryant was slashing on the backside and said, nope. He just did the two-leg takedown, picked him up and dropped him down. So that we're going to put that one in the do not run category for the rest of the game.
Now we got a second down and 21. Century discombobulated here. And look at here, they got to use a timeout as they don't know what, boy, I'll tell you don't want to be out having to do that. We got a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field, 6:55 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs 14, Century 7, back after this timeout on the PSP network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Back at the MD Resource Community Bowl. Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee with you. John Haugen, Tice Windveen on the cameras for you here tonight from the MD Resource Community Bowl. Some games starting to go final. As Minot and West Fargo, that one is a final. Bismarck High and Chandler just at the half, and Davies is all over Mandan with just 5 minutes left there. North leads Williston at the end of the first half, 7-0. So here we go, a second down and a whole bunch. We'll call it 21 for Century. Look for the Mustangs to tee off here. Ooh, Petchak just got back there so quick, and it's going to be thrown over the head.
There's a late flag on this one as the official threw it really, really late. Like, I couldn't tell if over the middle, if Haroldstead, got hit. The official threw a late flag. Haroldstead was down in the middle of the field. He's up now.
And Petchak with a big.
So he was just easily swim over the top of his guy. And I don't know if, I mean, it was a personal foul penalty or what, because couldn't have been interference because the ball wasn't thrown to him. Maybe a legal contact downfield.
Yeah, well, it was. I think it was
past the 5 yard
might have even
mark.
been a blindside hit there.
He couldn't have been trying to hit him on purpose. You know what I mean? In that piece, because the flag came in really late. Oh, so they're going to call it on Braden Olson, a 15-yard personal foul penalty. Is that an automatic first down or not? It is not. It doesn't look like they are not moving the chains. Really got some boos going on.
Yeah, there's
West
some
Fargo
boos
side.
from the West Fargo sideline. So Century gets a break there on the personal foul. So it'll be now second down and 6 for Century. Century now out of timeouts. That could loom large as this one drips down to, or it's stopped at 6:51 to go. Burkhardt straight up the middle, and he's across the 35 out to the 36 goes Jairus Burkhardt, but that's going to bring up a third down and 6 now for Century.
Well, you know, it's not 2 down territory yet, but is it? Is the question. If
well,
you got no timeouts, and West Fargo has done a really good job moving the football this second half.
I think it's got to be 2 down. I mean, I like you said, Chuck. I think if you have at least 2 timeouts left, I think then maybe you can. But you know, maybe you can kick it away. But we'll see what they do here on 3rd and 4. Noah Herr barks out the signals. Herr back to pass. Pressure steps up, and he's going to be sacked.
Well, they're running deep patterns, and they don't have time because between Cooper Bryan and Petchak and the pressure up the middle they're helping the outsides because Bryan and Petchak have been getting so much support. So now they get Gable and Mowry up the middle.
Oh.
Quarterback just ducked his head and said, okay, I'm going down. So they're going to punt it. Big loss of the play back to 27, so that's a sack of 9 yards. You said Gable got the sack, Scott?
Yep, Gable did. Oh, there's a good kick there by all the way back to the 20. It's going to be picked up by Irie. And now Irie's going to wisely just go down as he was being converged on at the 25-yard line. So a good kick by Alex Peterson.
54 yards. Well, they needed that. Kind of flipped the field. Now they need 3 stops.
So 5:19 to go in the contest. Century trailing 14-7. No timeouts left. So their defense has got to step up here and hopefully try and create a turnover. Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up after this. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Here's quarterback Caden Olson. And he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Taylor. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Century. Only Taylor picks it off. Are you kidding me?
Well, he faked the handoff. They tried to get tricky to throw it in the flat. to Cooper Bryant, and Ole Taylor went up in the air and snatched it out of the air and then went into the end zone, ran ahead of a potential tackler in Jamison Allen. And whoa, you talk about a change of events, Scott. The turnover bug hits the Mustangs again.
Oh my, and your seniors make plays, and Ole Taylor just made a big one there for Century.
So he goes, what, 15 yards?
Extra point, snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good, and just like that, 5:13 to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 14, West Fargo Cheyenne 14. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
We changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
Well, deja vu as another pick six.
Boy, Ole Taylor, he's the guy we talked about being that leader of this football team. What a play. He steps up when they needed it most.
Well, and now with 5:13 to go, keep in mind here that West Fargo Cheyenne has all 3 of their timeouts left. Century has 0 timeouts left, so, but what a defensive play there by Ole Taylor for Century.
I mean, went way up in the air to just snatch it out of the air.
There's a low squiv kick. It's going to be fielded at and bounced on at the 20-yard line by the Mustangs, and that's where they will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 20. 5:13 to go. We're tied at 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Think they're going to pass it on a first down?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the play they had open, because when I looked up, they had Cash Bryant wide open in the flat.
So here we go now. It's 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. They hand off. Herman straight up the middle, and that's going to be no gain for Tate Herman as Century's defense converges there.
Out in Fargo, the Demons score, so they take a 25-14 lead over Fargo Shanley. 6:48 left in the third quarter in that game.
Okay, the Demons trying to hold on to that number 1 slot.
Davies most likely will hold on to 2 unless Bismarck loses, and they would be set up to move into the number 1.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Mustangs. From their own 20-yard line. Olsen fakes to Herman, back to pass, looking, he's flushed out, throws it across the middle. He's got Irie at the 30. Irie makes a move and gets it out to the 35-yard line.
You know what Irie does so well at, Scott, is he wasn't open, so he adjusted. He went back inside, read the quarterback, and said, okay, I'm not open in the stop pattern. I'm going to cut it back inside, and the quarterback, Olsen, found him perfectly. You watch here, he wasn't open there in the flat, and what he did is he ran right behind the linebacker, got open. Quarterback kept the play alive. Down in the field right now, we got a Patriot down injured, Scott.
Yeah, we have an injured Patriot as they tend to him on the field. We do not know who that is. We'll take a injury timeout here with 4:28 to go as we're tied at 14 on the BNC Bank score. We're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Well, it's good to see. It appears Marshall Arndt was the injured player walking off under his own power.
He's kind of holding his shoulders. He was moving it around. Looked like that was the trouble, but it's good that he's back up and he's out. Let's see who's replacing him. See if they kind of focus on that. Looked like 10.
Yeah, that's who it looks like right here on this near side.
Max Splunskowski, the 5'10 sophomore.
Here comes Caden Olson. He's going to on the keeper, trying to get to the edge. Spins off one tackler, another one at the 40, and ripped down at the 43-yard line. Ole Taylor makes a stop there.
Well, there's the missed tackle in the open by Gil Sheldon. We talked those man-to-man, one-on-one tackles being so important. And quarterback is strong kid. Caden Olson, 6'2", athletic, 180.
So Olson gets good yards there, brings up a 2nd down and 2. Ball spotted at the 43-yard line of the Mustangs. 3:50 left to go in the ball game. Olson sends 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Barks out the signals. Herman stands alongside him. Fakes it, watch Schlichting. Oh, he's going to go down the field. He's got Irie out there. Irie, and he drops it at the 20 to Sullivan Irie.
Hit him right in the hands again, and they went right at the newbie, right at Max Splunskowski. Said, hey, we're going to test this sophomore. And a little stutter step. He was beat. The throw was right on the money, Scott, as it was just a fly route right up the left sideline, and it hit him right in the hands again. That's 2 big drops by Sullivan Irie.
So now a 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Clock stops with 3:35 to go in the ball game. They go trips to the far side of the field. Olson barks out the signals. Olson back to pass. Looks left. He throws. He's got a man. Cooper Bryant caught and out of bounds goes Cooper Bryant.
Yeah, just giving him way too much room, Scott. And if, Max Splunskowski, he might be a little gun shy after getting beat almost on a fly route. And then he's already backpedaling, and smart play called by the coach as he just did, just a short out pattern.
Well, a great play call there is if, Cooper Bryant appears he's the go-to guy if you need a big play, and they got one there. It's 1st and 10 now at the 48-yard line. Now there's Bryant again. Bryant, midfield. Now he's in Century territory at the 45, ripped out of bounds at the 43 by Landry Wesson. Clock will stop with 3. No, they continue to wind the clock.
I love this Cade Olson. Yes, he threw an interception, a pick 6. He's got 2 now, but he doesn't look like he's lacking for any confidence, Scott, as he's just throwing these balls on a dime right now.
Yeah, the Mustangs trying to go on a game-winning drive here as we're at 3 minutes to go in the ball game. They have 3 timeouts left. Now they hand off. Here's Schlichting straight up the middle, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 40 at the
Well, he was busted hard right there.
41-yard line, yep.
It was that new guy in there, Trevor Chapman, 6'1", 180-pound junior. He hit him right there, but right at the first down marker, and they're going to give him a first down. So he earned that one.
Yep, it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Mustangs. We're tied at 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Caden Olson.
And no timeouts for the Patriots.
Nope. Fakes the handoff. Looks like that's a busted play. Now Olson trying to make something out of nothing, and he may have got a yard. He's got to get out of bounds. And he was written out of bounds there by, who was that new one? That was Max Splunskowski. So to bring up a 2nd down and 9 now for the Mustangs. 2:29 to play in the contest. Quarterback Caden Olson. Schlichting stands alongside him. Delayed handoff. Schlichting goes over the left side, and he's going to be driven back right there.
And Olson already has one game-winning drive to his credit earlier this year against the Mandan Braves. Can he do another one?
Yep.
Pretty conservative calling right now by Coach Newton. I don't know if Newton's actually making the calls. I don't think he is. I think he's more of a defensive coach.
So 3rd down and 7 now for the Mustangs. Big play here, a definite 4-down territory with a minute 59 to go. Olsen back to pass, sets. He fires out in the flat, and is it picked off? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Out in the flat, Xander Hansen picks it off with a minute 50 to go. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's on the left hash, and he's throwing a comeback pattern all the way to the opposite side, and his guy was open. Couldn't see who the number was who was open, but ultimately the ball, it just took too long to get to. So a great job by Xander Hansen recovering and then fighting for that almost a 50-50 ball and getting the pick off.
So now Century on a turnover there. They're going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 38. They've got no timeouts left, but we're tied at 14. Quarterback Noah Herr sets him down. Twins right, single receiver left. Herr back to pass. Looking. He's flushed out of the pocket. Eludes the pressure, throws it underneath. Haraldstad catches it, turns upfield, and he tiptoes out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
These Patriots are shifty. Whether it's Coulter Simon, he's already been able to elude a couple tacklers, and Xavier Haraldstad shows, that was Haraldstad, right?
Yep.
That he shows how quick his feet are as he caught it and just kind of zipped around one tackler, got out of bounds.
Clock stops at a minute 41 to go. Noah Herr again. Burkhardt gets the handoff, and he goes straight up the middle. He's not going anywhere, and that's going to be
on that.
Nope. And
they wanted to get a first down. That was their key, and I don't know if they got it, Scott.
Ooh, boy.
No. That was huge.
No.
Didn't give them a first down, and now you got to – that's what they were hoping. Okay, let's just get a first down. Let's stop the clock and give us a chance to call a play, and instead the clock's rolling.
Yes, it is, and now here come the Patriots on 3rd down and 1. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Herr barks out the signals. Herr's going to keep it going over the right side, and nope, he's not going to get it there either. He's going to be pushed back to the 45.
The Herr run is not working. I want the ball in the hands of Burkhardt if I'm trying to pick up a yard, and instead they're going to lose yardage. And now what do you do as a coach saying they don't have any timeouts?
Well,
are we going to punt it and go for overtime?
And Jeremy Newton just took one. It's Ryan Family Leadership timeout on the field. We're tied at 14, minute 2 to go. Don't go away. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Well, now Century faced with a 4th down and 2, and from their own 46-yard line. Now,
actually lost a yard on that play.
If you go for it and don't get it, West Fargo Cheyenne has it in Century territory with 2 timeouts left and just under a minute to go.
And they got a kicker that I know he missed one from 31 yards, but he had plenty of leg.
Yep. So here come the Patriots. They're going to go
See
for
if they
it.
Get him a jump off sides.
Yep.
That might be the play.
Yep.
Hard count.
Boy, it looks like Petchak, this left defensive end. And oh no,
somebody was moved. They had a great play called. And it's going to be a motion.
Yeah, now you got, they had Haraldstad wide open on that far side too.
Yeah, and of course, Cheyenne stopped.
They stopped, yeah, absolutely.
But now they're going to punt it for sure.
Yep, now they're going to punt it away.
Ugh. You make a call as a coach, and then somebody, just a small motion, but it looked to me like somebody in the middle had moved.
So on to kick it away will be Alex Peterson. He had a good one last time. Sullivan Irie back to receive at his 20-yard line.
2 times ago he didn't, and Irie had a huge return. So which one is it going to be?
Yep.
Fake punt? Nope.
Oh, that's a good get. Irie's going to get a return from the 21. Irie coming to the near side. He's at the 30, 35, stutter steps and pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And on pushing him out of bounds there, that was Silas Jackson. So now.
So it's a 39-yard kick, but a nice 20-yard return or 21-yard return, setting up this opportunity. 50 seconds, so reasonably you've probably got to get to the 15 probably.
Yeah, I would say. And now, and more importantly, though, you've got 2 timeouts left.
And Mandan, I think that how much time did they have against Mandan when they scored? It was like 1:45, something like that. And so they went right downfield.
Yeah, here we go as Caden Olson brings out the offensive unit for the Mustangs. We're tied at 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Low snap, fakes the handoff, back, throws a quick pass. Sullivan Irie caught at the 49 and goes down just like that. And he's short of the first down. So
they
the
didn't
clock.
Start the clock. Oh, is it 50, not 40?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, they didn't.
Now Olson. Now another quick pass. Irie trying to get out of bounds, and Irie does get out of bounds. Clock stops at 28 seconds. So it'll be first down and 10 now for the Mustangs. Now they're inside Century territory. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
Just kind of simple 6-yard, 7-yard plays.
Caden Olson again. Schlichting stands alongside him. Olson, now fake the handoff. He's going to throw right down the seam. He's got a man. Oh, he overthrows his intended receiver. And that was Cooper Bryant.
You know, part of I'm watching.
Was that Bryant or was that Irie?
No, Irie's on the outside.
Yep.
You know, the quarterback he's watching his receiver come across his face, and he kind of changed the route and kind of skinnied it straight up field instead of and I think the quarterback, Olson, was thinking he was going to
keep coming
across the field.
So clock stops on the incomplete pass. It'll be second down and 10 now for the Mustangs from the Century 46-yard line. Olson fakes the handoff, back to pass. He's got time. He throws it out in the Sullivan Irie, the intended receiver, and it's going to be incomplete as they pick on Sponskowski once again.
Well, Irie tried to do a stop and go, but Sponskowski was in his way. And you can't make a move, you know what I mean? If you're going to do a stop, you got to do it around him, and they wasn't fooling anybody as he got smoked on that one before.
So now it brings up a third down and 10 with 19 seconds to go for the Mustangs.
15 of 27, so another week of Olson throwing the football a lot.
And they've got 2 timeouts left. He trips to the far side of the field. Olson, back to pass. Here comes Taylor from the backside. Taylor, and Century converges. They meet at the quarterback, and it's going to be a sack.
Taylor, and then he stepped up right into the hands of big number 66, Darian Bitts.
And we're going to have a Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the field. 10 seconds to go. We're tied at 14. Don't go away. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Well, game reset for you here. It's 4th down and 15 for the Mustangs from the Century, from their own 49-yard line after that sack. We're tied at 14 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. The Mustangs have 1 timeout left, and we'll see what they elect to do here. Here's Olson on 4th and 15. Olson back to pass. Sets, fires the side. And it's going to be caught and out of bounds. Sullivan Irie.
Well, he just settled, got past the first down marker, Scott, and kind of that man-to-man coverage on the outside, single coverage, and boxed out Sponskowski.
And he gets out of bounds there.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was. And now here comes Gullix. No, I'm sorry, it's Michael Gullick's. What's this going to be?
50 yards.
50-yard field goal attempt for the Mustangs. With 4 seconds to go. Snap, hold, and it's going to be blocked. That did not even have a chance. And there's 4 seconds left to play that one.
It looked like for Century, 18 was the guy who came.
Xander Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen was the first one off the field, jumping around. He came off the edge. You don't know if you got that in replay, no. And so that's going to be. Well,
nope, I didn't get that one.
How did no time? Wasn't it 4 seconds when he was kicking it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are the officials going to say, okay, that's not conceivably possible, that 4 seconds had to come off the clock? Did it not? What's the.
Well, I would think, and maybe that's
what
they're
now they did. Now
yeah.
they just took it off the clock.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it's going to be the first for us in a long time. We've got overtime here from the gridiron on the BNC Bank scoreboard. At the end of regulation, we're tied at 14. We'll be back after this timeout with our overtime.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clairmont, and McBride.
We've changed our name, but we haven't changed the DNA of who we are. We still offer the best product at the best price with the same people. For over 25 years, we've been your only choice for tires in the local area, providing all major brands under one roof at a fair price for your family's budget. Plus that excellent service after the sale with free rotations, free alignment check, free flat repairs with our exclusive Plus plan. That tradition continues today. Looking for tires you can trust? Choose us. Trusted Tire and Auto.
When it's time to choose your team, you want to pick the best.
I picked Carson Wentz. I picked Hunter Lipke.
Where'd you come from?
I was in football just like you.
Always choose people you know and trust for your team, like your community bankers at First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Yeah, welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl as we get set for overtime between the Patriots and the Mustangs. Now, it's been a while for us since I think we've been involved in an overtime game.
I'm trying to figure it out. It used to be 10. I mean, I'm old, but it was 10-yard line at that point back in the day. But we'll see if maybe the officials will talk about it out loud in a coin flip. Going out for the coin flip for kind of cool for the Mustangs. Caleb Haas broke his thumb, out for an indefinite period of time. You're not.
So
can you put your mics on for us? It'd be nice for us all to hear it.
I think if you win the toss, you get to elect if you want offense or defense first. And I believe we think you start at the 10.
Let's see. Notable change for NFHS football rules.
As the officials, as you see there, talk to both captains. Cheyenne's going to call it. And appears they won the toss. And, yep, as they will go on offense first. Century's going to defend that goal. Yep.
Well, each team gets a chance. Yeah, we talked to an official. He said they've been changing. Honestly, I don't know, he said. So we'll see if.
Oh, okay. So they elected to go on defense. Century will go on offense. So
and it looks like it is the 10.
Yep,
Scott.
it appears it is the 10-yard line. So each team will get a chance with the football.
And there's no first downs because it's at the 10. So you basically get, well, 4 plays to score. Whether you want to kick a field goal, you can. You can try to go for an extra point. And I'm trying to think. I think they kick extra points because there is like a certain overtime where you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's after the second overtime or something. If you know and you're listening, text us.
Yeah, well, I've texted a couple officials and I haven't got anything back. But here we go. So we start overtime, and Century will have the ball first to start, and then the Mustangs can elect what they want to do. They have to score, if they can kick the field. Here we go. Here's Her on first down and goal to go from the 10. Her rolling out. He throws it underneath. Caught. Haroldstead eludes one tackler. And but it's going to be no gain as
they weren't buying that one. Fake handoff. The quarterback stepped inside Petschak, who's played so well today. And Haroldstead was doing some nifty footwork, but it all turned into a no gain.
So that'll bring up second down and 10.
And it's
there's
no clock, right? I mean, it's just your timing, of course, the plays, the each play clock, but not the overall clock.
So here we go, second down and goal now from the 10. Again, no first downs. Haroldstead comes in motion. They give it to him. He cuts inside, now bounces the outside, turns the corner, shifty footwork, spins down towards the 2, and they're going to spot him down right there, as that was a nifty move there by Haroldstead.
That was all on his own, too. As a jet sweep, he came back from the right side in motion, took the inside handoff, and then juked 1, 2, 3 defenders here and was finally pulled down from behind by Petschak.
So now it's third down and goal to go from the 2. Each team gets 1 timeout. So here we go, an I backfield behind quarterback Noah Herr. Burkhardt dots the I. Herr goes under center. Burkhardt bounces off one tackler into the end zone. Touchdown, Century.
Wow, and they had Braden Olson blitzing, Scott, and he went down low, ticked the ankle of Burkhardt, and Burkhardt kept his feet and was able to get into the end zone. So what a big play by Burkhardt, picking up that touchdown. And now this is a huge extra point.
Yep, Alex Peterson to attempt the extra point as the Century leads it by 6. Snap, hold, kick up, and boy, that kick is good.
Everybody's got that 11 guys in the Century side.
Yep, so first possession, Century.
Well, we'll see if
puts on 7 points, and we'll take a quick timeout, come back, and West Fargo Cheyenne will have the football back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
All right, well, back to the MD Resource Community Bowl. Here we go. Now it's the Mustangs' turn. First and goal to go from the 10. Olson quickly out. No, they go out of the pistol. Now, misdirection play. They hand it off. Herman, he goes over the left side, and he's down to the 5.
Boy, good call there. Century was confused at the the formation right there. They had guys moving even at the snap on the defensive side. Good push.
We didn't see that play last week either.
No, 5-yard push for Herman.
2nd down and goal from the 5. So here's Olsen. There's that same little formation again. Here's Herman over the left side, spinning towards the goal line, leans in, and touchdown. And just like that, they score in 2 plays.
That's the Beulah formation almost, Scott. It's almost the fireside chat formation if they got double tights or double wings, and one running back and they give the handoff actually to
that was Herman.
Herman, he was lined up on the right slot formation. He came back to his left.
Oh, look at this.
They're going for 2.
They're going to go for the win. Jeremy Newton's going to go for the win on the road.
In these games, does it mean anything? It means a win or not, but it's a non-conference game.
And Ron Wingebach wants a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. Overtime, 21-20. It appears Jeremy Newton's going to go for 2. Don't go away. Back for the 2-point conversion after this timeout on the PSP network.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Back at the MDU Resources Community Bowl, and what a game this has been, as now we are in overtime and Century scored first. They lead 21-20. Now the Mustangs, they came out and appeared and showed that they were going to go for 2. Again, Jeremy Newton on the road. And again, a preseason game, not a preseason, but non-conference. And here he comes again as they're going to elect to go for 2. Here we go. And in the ball game is Braden Olson now. Caden Olson back to pass. He throws it. It's incomplete, and Century dodges a bullet. The Century Patriots come out of here with an overtime win, and there you're going to see it on our Ryan Family Dealership replay right from that end zone cam as they fake, and this time they try to throw it to the back of the end zone. It falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Cooper Bryant, and the Century Patriots hold on, and they win this by a score of 21-20. We'll be back with our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame report after this timeout on the PSP network.
This presentation on the PSP network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
No, welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl and our Planning Team Financial Advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report in overtime. Century wins 21-20. Let's go down on the field and Chuck Clairmont. Chuck, take it away.
All right, thanks, Scott. Coach, you said it had to be a team effort tonight. You had a lot of young guys playing, a lot of guys hurt. What a gallant effort for this football team.
You know, it really was. I thought the turning point might have been right before the half when we went in 7-7 and we kind of went the length of the field to score. It just kind of turned the momentum and the tide a little bit. Then I thought our defense really rallied well the second half.
Yeah, and I mean, so many plays to talk about. I mean, whether it's the interception, whether it's a goal line stand, you name it. So many guys to talk about. Who do you kind of pencil out tonight saying some kids who really stepped up?
Well, obviously, Ole Taylor had the big interception for us to tie the ball game. And then I just thought, you know, our defensive unit as a whole, especially in the overtime, you know, that 2-point play, we'd kind of seen that before a couple years ago, and Coach Fletcher and his defensive staff did a great job calling that one.
You know, and then you had a young kid, sophomore, step in as you got one of your D-backs hurt. Slenskowski steps up. He makes a big stop late in the game. I mean, when they went for kind of a double move on him. And so even him as a sophomore, you got some guys, young kids, making big plays.
And, you know, at that time he was replacing another sophomore. So it was nice to see him come in. And you know, he's been kind of our Swiss sword, so to speak. He comes in and he can kind of play both sides of the ball. And he really did a nice job there at the end.
You know, and Coach, I would say it's one thing with your quarterback, Noah. He really looked very poised in the pocket, had a big-time pass rush time and time again against him, but he stepped up. He made good decisions.
Yeah, and I thought, you know, after the first quarter, we just kind of talked about taking what's in front of us, and I thought, you know, for the most part, he really delivered some big balls for us, and you know, as we get everybody healthier now down the stretch here, we'll improve our passing game a little bit. But I thought overall the offensive line, you know, we've been kind of makeshift now for 2 to 3 weeks. We'll hopefully get some guys back next week, and we really feel good about what we can do up front.
Yeah, it's a good team you beat there. I mean, they lost it tight when the Bismarck High maybe even outplayed them ultimately, so it puts you guys in a position to say, hey, we are one of the better teams in the state.
Well, I think, you know, we had kind of a slow start, and taking nothing away from Fargo Davies, that's a really good football team, and we learned a lot from that game, and I think the one thing we've challenged those kids every week to be physical, and the physicality is starting to come, and hopefully we can continue with that.
It's a good win, Coach. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, step on in here, Jairus. We'll get you first. The camera's up here, so you know, and for you, you're the workhorse offensively. You know that. You're going to get the football 25, 30 times, and are you asking the coach, give it to me time and time again?
No, it just kind of works out that way, and I give all my support to my linemen. They've really just made it do it for me.
You know, talk me through the overtime calls at the end there. You guys know you had to get a touchdown. Talk me through some of those plays.
You know, we had a great first play, and I just knew once we were on that 3 yards, there was nothing stopping me from getting that end zone.
Yeah, you had a guy shooting at your legs. Olsen, I think, shot through and went down at you. You saw him come through. Were you able to elude him and get in the end zone?
Yeah, I was able to get a little stiff arm, little side, and then I was just in. It was nothing stopping me.
You know, I got to ask you, too, is you had so many opportunities. Last year you played a lot of defense. You're not getting any defense this year. How you feeling about that?
No, I don't mind it too far. I like playing offense a lot better, so I don't mind.
All right, that's a big win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Ole. Congratulations. What a game you played. And they talk about, I heard one of your coaches say, the key to success is you playing 100 plays. You got to be exhausted right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the field a lot, but we're really good conditioned and played a great game today.
You know, and the 55s on both sides, you give me a little bit of insight in terms of what your mindset going against a kid who's probably the number one recruited kid in North Dakota in Pet Shock. I don't know how many times you went against him one-on-one, but you had to be looking at him a number of times.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't match up with him very often, but Cade's a very good player, and it was a hell of a game.
You know, and for you guys to make some of the stops you made big down the stretch where you guys came in, and I think it was you and Bitts had a double sack late in the game when they were driving down. I mean, talk about that play.
I mean, the line knew we needed to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback because he had been getting the ball out really fast the entire game. So we got him that time.
You know, and you guys next week are going to play Legacy, another intra-city rival. It just seems like this is a Century team. You're getting better. You're getting some guys back. You know, maybe Schweiger will be back next week. You got big things and big expectations for your team.
Yeah. I mean, well, we plan on getting some guys back next week, and Legacy's a good team, but I think we're just progressively getting better every week.
Congratulations, great win.
Thank you.
Scotty, back up to you.
All right, great job, Chuck Clairmont. As there you have it, as Ole Taylor, Jairus Burkhart, and Ron Wingenbach. Very happy group of Century Patriots there as they win at 21-20 in overtime here tonight from the MDU Resources Community Bowl. Our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame report. Hey, let's tell you about both of them. Planning team financial advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan of planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. At Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Century wins at 21-20. We roll on with more from the MD Resource Community Bowl after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Welcome back to the MDU Resource Community Bowl and our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game report as Century wins this one in overtime, 21-20. And for the second straight week, the Mustangs are snake bit here at the MDU Resource Community Bowl having lost the week prior 28-7 to the Demons. As my partner continues to tally up the numbers, let's give you a few updated scores here on our BNC Bank scoreboard update, as Minot High over West Fargo 30-6. Bismarck High and Shanley, 5 minutes left there. Bismarck High leads 34-14. Davies over Mandan 34-14, and late, I don't know if that's 6 minutes left in the first half, 14-7 North in the leads. Williston on the 2A side. Minot North wins over Central. Grand Forks Central 20-6. Wapaton over Watford City 41-14. Horace 28-7 over the Saints. Valley City 24-17 over South. And Red River all over Jamestown by a score of 34-9, as that will give you our BNC Bank scoreboard update. How you doing, partner?
I'm good.
You're good to go? All right, for a look at our final individual and team numbers, here's Chuck Clairmont.
All right, thanks, Scott. For Cheyenne, Kyle Schlichting's just like last week, 12 carries, 66 yards, didn't carry the football in the second half. Caden Olson, the quarterback, 7 carries for 25 yards. Tate Herman had 10 for 27 in that 5-yard touchdown run in the overtime period. Caden Olson throwing 16 of 28, 182, 2 interceptions tonight. One of those a pick 6. Cooper Bryant was his favorite target, as he had 7 catches for 68 yards. He had a 25-yard touchdown catch. And then Sullivan Irie had 6 catches for, that's not right. He actually had 1 at the end of the game. He had, 7 catches for 105 and a 16-yard touchdown. Herman also had 2 catches for 9 yards for the Mustangs. For the Patriots, Jarris Burkhardt, I had him 25 for 98. So with any luck, I missed a couple yards for him, and he got in triple digits, and none bigger than that 2-yard touchdown run to put the Patriots up, and extra point added, and then made it a 7-point lead in overtime. Noah, her 5 runs for minus 19, had 2 sacks along the way. Xavier Haroldstead had 1 carry for 8 yards. That was in overtime, and Braden Morris had 1 for 9. Noah, her passing started out, I said slow, as he was 2 of 4, including an interception. Then he finished 13 of 21, 124, just kind of started playing within himself. Had a 32-yard throw to Coulter Simon. That was a big one at the end of the first half, as Coach talked about. That might have been the turning point. Simon was his favorite target, 4 catches for 63 in that 32-yard touchdown catch. Haroldstead had 3 for 13. Karlik had 1 for 4. Burkhardt 3 for 22. And Xander Hansen had 1 for 10. Team statistics. Let's see. 32 carries for 97 yards for the Patriots. West Fargo had 30 for 120. 13 completions for 124 in the air for the Pats. For the Mustangs, 16 completions for 182. So similar in total place, 53 for Century, 58 for Cheyenne. The Patriots had 221 total yards of offense and 302 for Cheyenne. No fumbles today. There was 1 fumble. I guess they recovered it on that one of their first down passes for the Mustangs. But 3 punts for Century, averaged about 40 yards. 1 for West Fargo. Not a lot of penalties. 3 for 25 for Century. 3 for 35 for Cheyenne. 12 first downs for Century. 15 for Cheyenne. And then tackle for losses. They had a couple big ones by both 55s on each team. There was 55s all over in my scoreboard. Sacks, Gable got 1, and then also a sack for Petschok on West Fargo's side. And then I gave like a combination sack from Darian Bitts, Darian, right? Not Darren. Make sure I get it right. It is Darian. Yes, Darian Bitts. The two champs in the wrestling side met each other in the middle for that big sack late in the game. And then 2 interceptions at pick 6 by Taylor, which was huge. And then another nice pick late in the game by Xander Hansen for a Century. So a great game all around. You talk about West Fargo, Scott. Hey, they got a couple losses, both non-conference losses. I know they're 3-2 in the year, but that's a team that has a lot of opportunities. I mean, they got some good kids across the board. They can throw the football. They can run. They play decent defense. We're going to see them again. They're going to go on the bus, and it's going to be like, hey, if it was a conference, they might have to kick the extra point, right? But
Yep.
a non-conference play, they're on the road, go for 2, and fortunately for Century, they had seen the play before, and their one of their defensive coaches was screaming at it. Yeah, that's what happens when you study film. You see some plays like that, and you still got to stop it, though. So.
Yep, that's exactly right. Chuck, got a couple more things to do. We got to give out our Jobbers or our Serve Pro Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game is sponsored by Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians and advanced technology. Fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. Chuck, we could have had a lot of them, but I think it's fair to say that this one that we came up with, the Move of the Game highlight, well, this was the one that gave Century the lead at 20-14. Extra point was good. Jerris Burkhardt takes it in.
I mean, that's the bread and butter play that they've been running. I love it. Hey, we're not trying to fool anybody. We're going to go right at you. We're going to take our best guys, and we're going to run up in the I formation, and we're going to go at you. And they had a great play call to blitz by Braden Olson, and he just couldn't come up with the play. A better play by Burkhardt. That's our move of the game.
By Serve Pro. And then, Chuck, we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP. Quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips, and that Sport Clips game MVP is Chuck. Well, you talked to him, and boy, I'll tell you what, he made a play, and this is it right here, taking it to the house as he had the pick 6, Century down 14-7. Deep in the territory, and there you see it right there. He picks it.
17 yards, I had 15. But, yeah, what a humble kid, too. He played over 100 plays. That's when one of the coaches said, hey, that's our key to success is you play 100 plays. And he was tired. He was gassed, but he talked about, being in shape and being able to do that. And, he's a state champ wrestler, and you can just see this kid. He works very, very hard. Got a couple opportunities, I know, play football with some, but he's going to get some decisions down the road.
Yeah, well, Century, they proved that, hey, you know what, we belong.
Yeah,
we belong in that top 5 as well, boys. You better put us in there.
I think that's a song, isn't it? But, yeah, he's our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Ole Taylor, well-deserved, very well-spoken at the end of the game. Pretty good game for him, and the Patriots coach Wingenbach is extremely excited about that win.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to thank all of our sponsors, BNC National Bank, also to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Ryan Family Dealership, Serve Pro, Modern State UPS Store, Planet Pizza, Presswich Orthodontics, THP for Tyler Hagen Photography, Northern Plains Heating and Air, Shields, Magic Towing, also Planning Team and Shots Crossroads, Sport Clips, and Serve Pro. Big thanks goes out to Johnny Haugen, Tice Winveen, running the cameras for you tonight, doing a great job for us here from the MDU Resources Community Bowl. Repeating our final score tonight, Century in overtime, they win it 21-20. For Chuck Clairmont, Scott Woodmansee saying so long from the MDU Resources Community Bowl.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.